doing for $1 today? And you send that information to two different locations. First up is the RamosLaw.com text line, 303-713-1043, or over on the YouTube stream, just search Denver Sports, then click that Dover and Cecil stream, and you are in just like that. So who are you? Where are you? What are you doing for $1 today? Plus, if you want a little extra credit on the assignment, you can get in early and start calling your shot for the game.
Yes.
And, of course, your Mile High Moments.
Your Mile High Moments are going to be outstanding when we get them today. So looking forward to this one. Got some information about the Houston Texans.
Oh, information.
I think Vance Joseph might have told me too much again yesterday.
Love when he does
Sometimes
that.
I feel bad because I'm just talking ball with VJ, and I asked him a ball question yesterday, and we're going to get into it, and he's just like kind of spilling his guts. So we'll see.
Just caught up in the moment,
I guess so. Just a couple of football guys talking ball. But, yeah, they've got a test against the Houston Texans. Don't exactly know what my game prediction is yet.
Oh, really?
It's weird. I only have 4 hours to kind of sharpen this thing down. Feeling good about what the Broncos are doing. Feeling good about their mental approach this week in that locker room. It's business, but it's fun. I do get a little... Well, I'll just be honest. We're in the Tress Tree, right?
Yeah, we can say whatever.
It's Friday. It's Halloween. I'm the only one that dressed up in our whole entire studio.
I didn't know if you were dressed up or not. I didn't know if...
Oh, my stoner buddy Jason, he's like, you're just dressing like Grover people. I'm like, yeah, I'm dressing like Grover people.
You're back to your roots.
Exactly. I got my pig and string. I'm ready
I guess
to go.
You do have the string. That you wouldn't wear that around your chest normally.
Yeah, not normally. Here we go. It is Halloween. I'll just say it. I'm a little annoyed when people start talking about like the future of like J.K. Dobbins got harassed yesterday, basically harassed by the local media about
by the media.
Yeah, you got a contract extension. It's flipping October.
Oh yeah.
Okay, can we all calm down? It's week now. He's made it halfway through the season healthy. Okay, let's get another halfway through the season.
Halfway with J.K. Dobbins is about 3/4 of the way for a normal.
That's pretty good, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. But still, it's like, come on. You're losing the forest through the trees, right? Or whatever the saying is.
Can't see the forest through the trees.
Right. Because it's like, oh, extension. You haven't made it yet. You haven't done anything yet. You're 6-2. Now, I like the way that JK handles everything and handles his business. I like the way that the Broncos locker room is approaching things. But I'll call out some of the local media. We're getting ahead of ourselves here. This team has a lot to play for and a lot of football left.
I think we might have to call out Andrew Mason then, because I woke up at DenverSports.com and saw an article written by Andrew Mason about an extension for J.K. Dobbins.
I just think it's a little premature. It's a little bit early. First off, it's not a full season.
The bye week is in 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, that's a bye week topic. You've got a game against a hungry Houston team. I don't want any distractions. JK did say, I'm not thinking about the extension. That's fine. He's very polite. He's very kind. But we got to look at this game. This game can help propel the Broncos further, or it can show some flaws. Without PS2, this is going to be a big one. Without Marvin Mims, without PS2, couple of your big-time playmakers, obviously Defensive Player of the Year, obviously all-pro return man. I'm not going to sit here and just ignore the Houston Texans. I think this is a big game. This is a big test. It's on the road. I know Sean Payton talking about the clock's moving back, so it's not really early.
Yeah, he's wrong on that. That's not a real thing.
Yeah. Is the clock's moving back a real thing? Why do we still do this?
I thought
even farmers.
I thought it was your people.
No, it's not. Even us farmers and ranchers are like, what are we doing with the daylight savings?
Can't even golf after work now. Stupid, dude.
So you're all upset.
I'm a little upset about that.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. But
I will say, I woke up this morning and I thought to myself, we went and did our birthday celebration at Dave & Buster's with Emerson last night.
Nice.
Ton of fun. And we're going trick-or-treating tonight. But I was like, because, I'm out at D&B's. I have a couple of things that I like to consume when I'm not at work. And I was like, you know what I should have done today? I should have showed up with 3-4 extra Gatorades, maybe a Pedialyte or two, and I could have been Stokely for Halloween. I could have been stoked.
I like that.
I got after it a little bit last night with the fam and then come in with a bunch of extra drinks. I could have been like, yo, I'm stoked.
Yeah, wear golf clothes.
Yeah.
You leave immediately as soon as the show is done.
Well, I'm going to do that. I have stuff going on.
Okay.
Just let you know.
Just let me know.
Producing on air here.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
I got to get Dad from the airport later on.
Nice. We'll tell Pops I said what's up.
You'll probably see him. He's going to come in and
oh, nice.
get after you for talking down on the Steelers.
Sorry.
I told him you were right. He's just telling the truth. But,
Yeah, right.
He doesn't like to hear that.
The truth isn't meant to make you feel good, even Pops.
We are fired up about this game. I'm looking at this as we've talked all week. Can the Broncos continue to win one-score games? If it's 2017, can Denver win that way? If it's 21-17, can Denver win that way? Can they score more than 21, 24 points on this defense that's only given up about 15 points per game when they're playing at home? I think this is going to be a hell of a test for the Denver Broncos, specifically Sean Payton and Bo Nix. Who are you guys? What are you about on the offensive side of the football? Because you haven't had a test like this against the Houston Texans. I can't wait for Sunday. We've been studying for 8 weeks. We've been cramming. We've been doing lessons in the classroom. And now it's time for Sean Payton to sit down in front of that chalkboard and take the damn test, Sean. Let's see how good you actually are.
Yeah, see how good things are against D'Amico. I mean, there's so many storylines beneath the storylines. D'Amico was their choice. They got Sean instead.
Yeah.
You know?
They settled on Sean, if we're being real.
He was their third choice, if we're being real. But
sometimes your first choice is the wrong one, though. It's a 50% divorce rate in this country.
I was going to say, there's some depth in that conversation we could have, but not right now. It's Tribe Roll Call. It's time to check in. We're all happy. We do have folks reaching out via Twitter of like, hey, can I do both? Can I enjoy Mike Evans?
Yes.
Can I enjoy the Wolfpack and the Tribe? Mm-hmm. And you had a very good answer. My answer might have been different.
Well, I will say, Mike's listening now. I actually typed a different answer and then deleted that and wrote what I then wrote.
And you wrote, it's okay. It's okay if you want to be part of the Wolfpack.
Yeah, all are welcome.
And part of the Tribe.
I originally wrote, they're the bigger, stronger, faster show, but we're really, really ridiculously good looking. That's what I was going to write, but then I deleted it because it felt real baggery.
Yeah, real baggery? Yeah. I like that. Okay.
It's fun. All are welcome here, man. You hang with the guys
Tribe.
in the morning. You keep kicking it here with us.
Hang around for the
roll
drive.
Through with the drive. Yeah. It's 6 a.m. to 7
Does the drive
p.m.
have any
every day.
name? Like, they need to name the listener. It's the drive, but that's them.
Yeah.
No. This ain't about us, baby. It's about you
y'all.
all.
That's right.
It's about you out there.
That's exactly right. One of our texters did write, as you were saying it's not time to talk about a J.K. Dobbins extension. A texter wrote, "It's my J.K. extension, and I want it now." That's a top-tier listener right there, knowing my love for commercials and then mixing it into a topic on the show.
Your love for J.G. Wentworth?
That's so good. Michael's checking in with Tribe Roll Call. He's heading to Blackhawk with the lady for the weekend. Awesome, man. Celebrating Halloween and my birthday. Happy birthday to you, Michael. We appreciate that. Oh, this is cool. A texter, Drew, up in Thornton. Try to get up out of there, man. Move over to Northglenn. He writes, I'm a part of the Tribe Pack myself.
Nice.
Is that what we are together?
Tribe Pack?
Oh, Kevin hates it. Kevin's pissed. He does not like it. Keep the text coming in. Tribe Roll Call. Who are you? Where are you? What are you doing for a buck? I see you there, Ryan, in Kingsburg, out there driving a big truck for a buck. We appreciate you for doing exactly that. Richie the Roofer, he's checking in from Old Town Arvada. Happy Halloween, everybody. Keep grinding. Be safe. Keep your texts coming in and the comments over on the YouTube stream. I want to continue talking about this game, Cease. We want to talk about how the Broncos get this thing done. Want to know from you guys all day your mile-high moments and what they have to do to win. What do I think they have to do to win in Houston? Make it 6 straight wins? I'll tell you with keys to the game coming up next.
The Fan Flyaway is back, presented by 303 Law 4040. Save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. To kick off 2026, DenverSports 1043 The Fan is sending you to Phoenix for the biggest party in golf. Airfare, hotel tickets, and $500 in spending money, all included. Head to thefanflyaway.com to register. That's thefanflyaway.com. Denver Sports 1043. The Fan.
How good does it feel to let go of 82 pounds in just 16 weeks?
And I feel free.
Soda Weight Loss is the #1 weight loss company in America for client satisfaction and results.
In 16 weeks, I lost 82 pounds because I had learned how to eat smarter. And that's what soda does. They don't just help you lose weight fast, they help you keep it off with habits that last a lifetime.
No hunger, no shots, no guesswork.
You probably saved my life. I mean, I was 30 pounds overweight. I went on soda, and now I'm healthy, and I just got off my blood pressure medicine and my cholesterol medicine, and that is amazing to me.
With Soda Weight Loss, you get real support to help you let go of the weight for good. And now it's easier than ever. Join Soda Weight Loss now, and your partner joins for free. Visit sodaweightloss.com. That's SOTA weightloss.com.
Soda is, say it with me, state of the art.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
Snow is coming, and Silterhar Motors is ready, stocked up on a boatload of Broncos sports built for adventure in rain, sleet, or snow. Only at Silterhar Motors, buy a 2025 Broncos sport for only $25,999 or lease for only $299 per month. Silterhar has the top selection with over 1,000 new and used vehicles available to choose from 5 different brands, all at one location. See their complete inventory of new and used vehicles at sthmotors.com. Silterhar Motors. Get everything you want out of a dealership.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're over 50, it's likely you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
At 303 Law 4040, we know getting into an accident stinks, and so does getting worked over by the insurance company or even your slick-talking made-for-TV lawyer. So if we can help, just give us a call. 303 Law 4040. Save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. That's 303 Law 4040.
Stay up to date on the Broncos with our 9 News Broncos insider Mike Kliss. Presented by Fitness Gallery. Hear the latest from every practice and every game every single week during football season. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. It's a Bud Light Football Friday. Bud Light, an official beer sponsor of the Denver Broncos.
Text line at 303-713-1043 with the little tribe roll call. Same thing over there on the YouTube stream. Go to the Denver Sports YouTube page, search Dover and Cecil, and boom, you're in Kicking It with the Crew.
Yeah, Peter says, Peyton Vegas, happy Halloween, tribe. Heading to the Avs Knights today at 1 p.m.
Sick,
Go
dude.
Avs.
Yeah, it's, what do we call it, Nevada Day? Is that what it is? Nevada Day. That's why the Avs are playing at 2 o'clock, but Pete's going to have pizza in Vegas, watching the Avs, and it's Halloween. I can't imagine you're going to have any fun today, Pete.
I don't think, in fact, I know this isn't Chef Peter, but go to Bouchon Bistro and talk to Chef Peter.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. He's
Nice.
He's an OG tribe member.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys can bond over Broncos stuff.
Exactly.
That'd be sweet. Send us back some feedback. We'd love to hear from you, Pete. Have fun, stay safe, and boo the hell out of the Golden Knights later on. That's what I'd like you to do. All right, Cease, I've got some keys to the game. I'll ask you for some of your keys a little later on in the show, but keys to the game. We come up with 3 every single week that I believe if the Broncos are able to accomplish these 3 things, they win on the road against the Houston Texans and make it 6 straight W's, sitting atop of the AFC West. Key number 1 won't be a surprise to you, and it won't be a surprise to any of our beautiful tribe members. It's balance. And it's again, not going to be the 29-28 that we saw last week, and it's never going to be a 30-30 split. But last week was Sean's best game plan all year long. It was beautiful to watch them have a healthy balance between the run and the pass, and then score 44 points on the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to keep it within that number we agreed upon earlier this week, 5-7. I think that's fair, and it's realistic to who Sean Payton is as a head coach and a play caller. So if Bo throws the ball 35 times, give me 30 rushes between RJ, JK, and Marvin's probably not going to play, so he's kind of out of the mix. I don't even want to count Bo runs into this. However,
yes,
with what you said yesterday, I'm willing to kind of bring that into the equation if it brings the balance and the splits a little bit closer.
Okay, and I think it will. I do believe it will. I believe there might be a little bit more for RJ Harvey there. Because of no Marvin Mims, I do believe that we're going to see more of Bo Nix running. I think you have to against this Texans defense. I've got some numbers to go over during my keys, which may or may not include balance, but to me, I'd actually like to even be a little more run heavy.
Oh, really?
I know it's going to be balanced. I know we have the range of 7, which is fair, probably going to hit it, but it's like, okay, I know that we have a range of around, 7 more passes than runs. That's kind of what Sean's wanting to do. I wouldn't mind if it was less passes and more runs. But
I agree 100% with you. But again, we got to remember who's calling the plays down there. The dude writes "run it" on his play sheet and doesn't even run it when it's right in front of him. So.
Maybe he can't read. He
can't
spell.
even read good.
Right. He's like, "What's this at the top? Who wrote this?" Maybe that was Joe Lombardi.
Maybe
that snuck in and wrote that. Right.
Maybe that's actually what Lombardi's job is to read "run it" off the play sheet a few times a game.
Joe, what's this say? Run it, coach. Okay.
Key number 2, comfortable Bo. Trust the pocket, Bo Nix. Climb the ladder, let routes develop, and possibly even work through more than just 1 or 2 progressions to get the ball moving downfield. Rhythm is another word that we can use. That comfortability will lead to rhythm from Bo Nix in the pocket. And we've shared the numbers all week. This Texans defense, they're not great at getting to the quarterback. And Bo Nix is great at not getting sacked. And the Broncos offensive line is one of, if not the best, in the league right now. So I think Bo being comfortable climbing in that pocket, I talked about it a lot this week with the Troy Franklin touchdown. He was about to tuck and run. He decided to take a step forward and let Troy's route develop and found him wide open in the end zone. I need comfort, which would lead to rhythm for Bo Nix in the pocket. And the way the Texans play football, it should set him up perfectly to achieve that.
It should set him up perfectly, and a comfortable Bo Nix is a dangerous Bo Nix.
Yes,
so I like the idea of making sure that he's well protected. If they happen to send some blitzes, that's where Bo Nix can shred you up. They're probably not going to do that a whole bunch based on their blitz rate, and we'll go through some of the numbers later, but okay, it's going to be a clean pocket. They're going to kind of dare you to beat you with your arm. So beat them, but the way that they dare you is short stuff.
Yep.
They're going to try to take some deep stuff away. The holes will be there, but you're going to have to kind of matriculate your way down the field with some shorter passes and some running game.
It's a game where it's like, it always stinks if you don't have Marvin Mims, but it really hurts this week because those little quick hitters that people were complaining about to Marvin this week would have been beautiful with one guy in front of him to block and one guy in front of him to beat, and I like that matchup for Marvin. that would have been a huge key to my game, but I just don't think he's going to play.
Who was the slant god in New Orleans?
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Yeah.
And who got the Thomas comparison when they drafted him?
That was Pat Bryant.
Mm-hmm. So no Marvin Mims. I get you. And that stinks. And we're calling her already. He didn't practice Thursday. Usually in the concussion protocol, you would have to practice Thursday. So then on Friday, they see if there's any sort of effects from you. You through the protocol, you can't just be, no, he's playing. You have to practice. Then you get examined in case there's any sort of like setbacks.
Yeah.
So the fact that he didn't practice, yeah, he's probably not going to play. I'd say 99% sure that he's not going to play.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. And then number 3, everybody's done with this guy, but not me this week, Cease. I don't think you need to trade for one of these guys because it's time for an Evan Ingram game. We talked about it yesterday. The Texans, I don't know if we did this on air or off air between the crew. The Texans beat the Niners last week. The Niners scored 2 touchdowns, both from their tight ends. George Kittle and it was Jake Tongs. Got the other one there. You need Ingram to be a threat in the middle of the field, a quick release drag route, threat to counter some of that Texan pass rush, free those guys up on the outside if he is having some success in the middle of the field. I think that we're in store for the first, hey, not this joker, 10 catches, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns type of game, but hey, he made an impact on this game multiple times in the game and scores a touchdown. I'm calling for Evan Ingram to have a big game this Sunday.
And the YouTube chat is calling for Evan Ingram to do something after the catch.
That'd be nice.
Which kind of ties into how the Texans are going to give you that. If you break a tackle, you're going to get him.
Yeah.
So Evan Ingram, it's time for a big game. We had that from R.J. Harvey last week. I'd love to see it from Evan Ingram this week.
I don't even want to say like he's due because I think that's stupid, but like it's time for him to crap or get off the pot at that tight end position. I've seen him get better as weeks go on, but it's this little like army crawl in the right direction. I'm calling for a leap, a jump, a triple jump in the right direction this Sunday for Evan Ingram, and I think they're going to get it.
Right. Well, I know it's Halloween, but I just committed like the ultimate sin.
What'd you do?
The ultimate sin. I didn't yet crack my first Mountain Dew. It's 10:24. I haven't had Mountain Dew yet.
Yeah, tell him.
I know. Somebody remind me of that.
What are you drinking? Who are you, Stokely? Gatorade over Mountain Dew? Come on, Cecil.
Well, round here between Normandy and Western, we call this here a little twin.
All-time great scene right there. Those are my keys to the game. Like I said, we will be getting to Cecil's keys. You guys have any, feel free to share them. Love to hear from you guys as well as your Mile High moments and Tribe roll calls here in the first hour. Just like Jim up in Westminster out delivering fixed winged and helicopter parts. That is sick, dude. Hoping Marty Netches celebrates his new contract with a hat trick. Nice treat this afternoon before the Broncos complete the Texas sweep. Love that, Jim in Westminster. And yeah, I'm down for a little Marty party this afternoon out there in Vegas to reward the team.
Man, Chris is jealous of Pete out in Vegas, too. He says, happy Friday, Tribe. Clean the crib for the company later. Hope the Avs get a W in Vegas and the Nugs get a W in Portland.
Nice. All right. Keep the text coming in. Keep the comments going over on the YouTube page. We love hearing from you guys, especially on a Bud Light Football Friday. Let's learn a little bit more about these Houston Texans. Go behind enemy lines. Talk to Houston host Sean Pendergrass joining us. Coming up next.
Bonneville International Radio Station contests are open to participants at least 13 years of age and older that are residents of the state of Colorado. Unless otherwise specified, employees or agents of the station, Bonneville International Corporation, other area radio stations, or an entity associated with the contest may not enter. Full general contest rules are available at DenverSports.com.
You could save thousands of dollars on the products your business uses the most with the Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred Pricing. Registering is free and easy. Just have your tax ID or business or contractor's license ready. But don't wait. The current preferred pricing benefit will end on November 15th. Visit your local Pro Desk to register now and unlock the deepest savings on the products you choose.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. Let's talk about your hair. If you're losing it and desire it back, then do what I did and go see Dr. Tanya Pauls at Advanced Hair Restoration. Their simple one-day treatment offers life-changing results that I can personally attest to. Guys, it's not magic, but close to it. They put hair where you need it the most, and bam, it grows. It's actually science. Advanced Hair has it all. Top-rated Dr. Tanya Pauls, modern technology, and best of all, you get your very own natural hair that begins regrowing the very next day. Advanced Hair even guarantees it to grow for life. So schedule your free consultation today. Call 720-459-HAIR and you'll get $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. That's 720-459-HAIR. Advanced Hair is the winner of Westward's Best of Denver, and they've changed tens of thousands of lives, including mine. Become inspired with the before and afters at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
Hey, it's Stink here, and my gal Bonnie says O'Meara has 1,000 vehicles, including cars, trucks, and SUVs.
Right now, the lowest lease payments ever on trucks, like Ford Bronco, $479, or Ford F-150, $449, and 0% interest is available.
So 1,000 vehicles and 0% interest?
That's right. Lease a Ford Bronco, $479 a month, or Ford F-150, $449 a month. At O'Meara, we make it fast, fun, and easy. O'MearaFord.com.
Stock SKF 18820, SLA 87980. Excludes tax, government fees, and a $7.99 dealer handling fee.
Fall means football, and at Postman Law, we know winning matters. Our attorneys have won more than $3 billion for our clients, delivering the results they need when life gets tough. Car crash, workplace injury, serious accident. We know the insurance company's playbook, and we're here to help rewrite it for you with speed, ease, and results. Call 844-POSTMAN or visit postmanlaw.com. Others promise. Postman delivers. This is attorney advertising.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 for Kids.
1-877 for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by ROX, Rocks Heating and Air.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, TU Hockey skates with Alaska Anchorage in Game 1 with pregame starting at 6:30. Saturday morning on 104.3 HD2, Air Force football faces Army with pregame starting at 9:30. Then on 104.3 HD3, TU Hockey skates with Alaska Anchorage in Game 2 with pregame starting at 5:30.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at WistaraCU.com.
It's a Bud Light Football Friday. Bud Light, an official beer sponsor of the Denver Broncos. Here's Dover and Cecil.
We hit the hotline. We go to Houston, where we find Sean Pendergast of Sports Radio 610 hosting the morning show down there to give us a little preview and a taste of what this game's going to be like and learn a little bit about the Houston Texans. Still ask you guys to hit us up on the text line, powered by Ramos Law with Tribe Roll Call. Who are you? Where are you? What you doing for $1 on Halloween? We'll get back to a few of those texts. Sean, we appreciate the time, man. Grateful for you giving us some time here in Denver and want to jump right into this. And before we get too deep into the game, I got a two-part question to start about your quarterback. So C.J. Stroud and the sophomore slump from a year ago and everything that the nation has talked about your QB, we try to look at him and get a good gauge or barometer, if you will, for Bo Nix. So first part of the question is, What do you think has changed in C.J. Stroud's quarterback life or world that's led to a little less production since year one?
I would say it's definitely the biggest thing is probably his offensive line, and CJ has started to get some of that old rookie year flair back over the last month or so. He started to look more like the 2023 CJ Stroud, but I would say for a period of from week 7 last year through the first 3 games of this year for sure, it didn't look great, and I think a lot of that had to do with poor protection up front. I think last year, he had a different offensive coordinator, Bobby Slowick. I think the league kind of caught up to Bobby Slowick a little bit. CJ's not without blame in his regression last year. There's certainly some things he could have done better, but I think the protection last year for him was just so bad, and they couldn't run the football. And then there were injuries to his receiving core. Stephon Diggs goes out with the ACL. Tank Dell goes out with every ACL or every CL torn in his knee in that game against Kansas City. So I think it was a handful of things. I honestly think at this point, even though the record's 3-4 and it's not great, I don't think the city of Houston is really sweating the C.J. Stroud experience right now.
All right, and then with that in mind, the second part of this, from your perspective and getting ready for this game, and I'm sure not grinding over every Broncos game, but what's your view of second-year quarterback in orange and blue, Bo Nix?
Yeah, I think he's better than I thought he would be when they drafted him at 12. When he was that 6th quarterback taken in the top 12, it felt like what NFL teams tend to do these days at quarterback, which is reach and then hope they've got the best possible scenario. I liked Bo Nix fine in college, at the Oregon part of his college career, but I wasn't 12th overall pick crazy about him. He's turned out to be pretty good. I think he to me, if the Broncos are going to win on offense against the Texans defense, which will not be easy to do, the Texans, like the Broncos, have a really, really good defense. This is probably going to be a fairly low-scoring game. Bo Nix's ability to improvise and get out of the pocket and do things with his legs, I think that's concerning. If you're the Texans, they got to be disciplined in how they rush him. And the fact that he does have, a lot of throws in his bag. He's not, not always the most accurate with it from my perspective. But some of those throws in the Cowboys game on Sunday, my God, just absolutely buckets, dropping it in the bucket in the back of the end zone, things like that. He's good. And if they win, it's going to be, I said this today on our show, if Bo Nix has one of those games where he's got 5 scrambles for 52 yards or something like that, I think the Texans probably lose this game because those are going to be instances where he's moving the chains and he's converting third downs.
Yeah, and the way you can get after that Texans defense is with a rushing attack. But let's talk about the Texans offense, Sean, because Nico Collins back, Christian Kirk back, no Pat Surtain. Yeah. How much of an advantage is that for y'all down there in Houston?
We're kind of, I don't wish injury on anybody, but we're kind of excited about that, that this is a version of the Broncos defense that we're going to get. And, I know a lot of what the Broncos like to do up front is tied to the fact that you've got Patrick Surtain on the back end and you can just count on him to cover whatever chunk of the field he's on. Nico missed the game last week with a concussion. Christian Kirk's had hamstring issues. As you said, they're both back. So I think that combined with the fact that they had to play without Nico Collins and Christian Kirk last week against San Francisco, and C.J. Stroud had one of the best games of his career. He really seemed to be kind of figuring some things out with some of the younger receivers that they have, like Jalen Knoll and Jaden Higgins, the 2 rookies out of Iowa State, and Xavier Hutchinson, third-year guy out of Iowa State. Nick Casario's got a real Iowa State fetish when it comes to receivers. That's
right.
His category, I think.
Cyclones.
On the hub. His category is Iowa State. So, yeah.
On the hub.
So he draft hub, his category, Iowa State.
Of course, yes, draft hub, yes.
Draft hub is what I'm talking about, right?
Of course, yes.
So I think CJ was able to kind of, get a little chemistry built with those guys. So that's good now when you add Nico and Christian Kirk back in. I think the one concern for the Texans in terms of the passing game is that Dalton Schultz, the tight end, has missed both practices so far this week. He's had an excellent season so far, and they're really, really thin at the tight end position. You'll probably see them doing a lot. They did a lot of this in the game against San Francisco where they had Blake Fisher, the second-year tackle out of Notre Dame, out there as a 6th offensive lineman. They did that 26 out of the 80 snaps that they played on offense against the 49ers. I would imagine they're going to do possibly even more of that in this game if they're thin at tight end. And, oh, by the way, the Broncos have an excellent pass rush led by Nick Bonito, as you guys know.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that Texans defense that you mentioned. We were looking at some of the numbers this week, Sean, and it's like, all right, they're not great at getting to the quarterback. They're strong on the back end. What's the strength and maybe the weakness there? And then I also saw some red zone numbers where it feels like, if a team can get into the red area against that team, that's where they can take advantage of them.
Yeah, the trouble is getting into the red zone against the Texans defense because they're really good between the 20s. And it's interesting. They're first. Look, if I'm going to choose to be first in certain categories, points is going to be number one. So they're first in points, in least amount of points allowed. And they're first in least amount of yards allowed, too. So it's not like this bend but don't break thing that goes on with the Texans where they're allowing big chunks of yardage, but they buckle down in the red zone and give up threes instead of sevens. This is just a really good, solid defense. And the fact that they're first in points allowed and yardage allowed, and they're, as you guys pointed out, middle of the pack in sacks, they really, up until the last couple of games, they really hadn't had their turnover train kind of going, which they did last year. And yet here they are, they're first in both of those key categories. So it's a really good defense at all three levels. It's excellent up front. Will Anderson Jr., I think the feeling is with the sacks, like they're going to come. And I don't know that it'll be this weekend. Obviously, the Broncos protect Bo Nix really, really well. But, look, they play Jacksonville the following week, and then they play Tennessee in Week 11. One of those games is going to be like one of those 7-sack games where all of a sudden Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter are both among the league leaders. That's kind of how it goes. Guys tend to eat against the bad teams. So I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried about that. They do bring a lot of pressure. They may not be getting the quarterback on the ground, but, like, for example, that Niner game this past Sunday – Will Anderson had 3 or 4 QB pressures or QB hits, and they were all like key. First of all, they were all like real, actual like pressures, not like these Pro Football Focus pressures that you're like, okay, it didn't look like that guy pressured too much in that game. Like these are like real, like Will Anderson hit the dude. He hit Mac Jones on hits where like, oh, if that was Patrick Mahomes, Will Anderson might be getting a call from the league office, like that kind of stuff. So and the back end is really good. I know I'm kind of rambling here. The back end is really, really good with Derek Stingley Jr. and Kamari Lassiter. I think are probably the best pair of corners in the league.
Super, super quick, Sean, because we're up against it. That's biz talk.
Yeah.
Woody Marks got hurt during practice, right? I mean, he wasn't on the injury report, and then he's on the injury report. He had out-touched Nick Chubb over the last 2 games. So it looked like that rookie Mississippi State USC, the kid was coming through. He's kind of an X factor for y'all, like RJ Harvey is an X factor here. And I guess I have to say y'all because, it's Houston, whatever. But, like,
I appreciate that.
Woody Marks
right
did get banged up, right? They're kind of X factor rookie running back, their version of RJ Harvey. Woody Marks got hurt, yes?
Yeah, popped up on the injury report yesterday, was limited with a calf injury, and the Texans are kind of Kremlin-like when it comes to the injury, so we don't know exactly the severity of it or if he's gonna miss the game. That he was limited instead of DNP, I guess, was something we're taking some solace in. I just hate that it's a calf because that's a soft tissue thing that you never know what that is or whatever. But yeah, Woody Marks has been a real nice boost for this Texans offense, and if he doesn't play, that's a big deal. He's the only one in that backfield group that brings a high degree of juice. Like Nick Chubb is not the Nick Chubb that we remember from 2 or 3 years ago. He's just a very workmanlike 4-yard a carry guy. If it's blocked for 4 yards, Nick Chubb will get you 4 yards and 6 inches, like that kind of thing. Woody Marks had a 50-yard pass play and a 23-yard run play in that game against the Niners. They will miss him if he's out.
Great stuff, Sean. Sean Pendergast joining us right there from Sports Radio 610, hosting that morning show, crushing it as always. Sean, great stuff, man. We actually also heard you're doing a little bit of the Rome stuff, still getting down with the smack off. Is that happening today?
Today, man. The smack off is today. Yeah.
Hey, Sean, Cecil has made the cut, got on Rome.
Oh, I just had some few huge call of the day. Zach in Schenectady, Zach Bye on our afternoon drive show. Cecil in Denver was me. Back in the day, you're the Calinasian.
Yeah, you're the king of it. So.
Yeah, you're the top of the top.
I love that. Well, I haven't won one since 2007, so I'm like bitter Michael Jordan in this thing now. You know what I mean? Like I'm there. Or if I can make another analogy, I'm basically there to put the young guys over. I'm like Ric Flair at the very end. Like I come in, I'll run my mouth, but I know at some point, Brad and Corona or somebody is going to super kick me, and I'm going to be looking up at the lights.
Hey, at least you know the role, you know the game, Sean. You're crushing it, man.
That's it, man.
Thanks for the time, man. We really appreciate you.
Anytime, guys. I enjoyed it. Thanks.
There he is, Sean Pendergast, joining us on the hotline. Great stuff from him. Sports Radio 610 in Houston. We'll react to a couple things, reset some of the highlights a little later on in the show. Great stuff from Sean. Fun check-in down in Houston. All right, we do have to go inside the internet. We're going to use that to preview what's going on this weekend with the Ball Arena crew and the Denver Nuggets. At Portland tonight with a little history on the line. And can Marty have his own party on Halloween to celebrate his new contract in Vegas today? That's coming up next.
Can the Broncos offense stay red hot against the Texans? How will Vance Joseph handle the absence of Patrick Surtain? We'll break it all down in the Fan Football pregame show. Live on game day starting at 9 a.m. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with AutoPay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Samantha Flanagan here for Flanagan Law. Think a fender bender can't cause serious injuries? Think again. Many significant injuries don't show symptoms immediately. I've seen it. Protect your rights. Look for the Shamrock. Go with Flanagan Law. Online at flanagan.law.
Any jewelry store can sell you a diamond.
But there's only one family jeweler in Colorado that was literally built on them.
In fact, we've sold more diamonds to more couples for more years than any other jeweler in Denver. I'm Steve Williams.
I'm Dylan.
And I'm Shayna Williams. That's why we built Williams Jewelers of Inglewood, an entire store totally dedicated to celebrating your love.
All the world's top bridal designers, 10 times the certified loose diamonds.
And Denver's true diamond experts, like me, who will share their knowledge and passion and how to get the most diamond for your money, guaranteed.
So whether you're looking for the perfect diamond engagement ring,
or that second diamond celebrating a love of many years,
we have the perfect diamond for you.
That's why every day more couples say will you with Williams,
where Colorado shines.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
Williams Jewelers, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Colorado can count on.
You gave years, maybe decades to your job. You showed up, worked hard, and planned for retirement. But now, the company's changed. Or maybe you've taken a buyout or been forced into early retirement. So, what happens next? I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. And if you've built up a 401k or thrift savings plan, now is the time to ask, is that money really working for you? Many workplace retirement plans offer limited options and even less guidance. At Trajan Wealth, we help people just like you roll over their accounts into IRAs with more flexibility and personalized investment strategies built around your goals. For households with $500,000 or more, let us build you a personalized plan. We operate on veteran values, service, trust, and doing what's right. Your next chapter starts now. Call Trajan today, 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. See website for details.
Football is here, and Fitness Gallery's Fall Football Sale is your playbook for a winning home gym. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit any of our 7 stores from Denver to Fort Collins and score big before the sale ends.
Eli Manning here, reminding you there's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. King's Hawaiian Sliders make you a winner on game day. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store.
Joel Klatt, the nation's leading voice in college football, joins Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth every Wednesday morning. Presented by Groove Toyota.
Here we go.
Tune in at 8:10 for exclusive insight, bold analysis, and maybe just a hint of shenanigans. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. It's a Bud Light Football Friday. Bud Light, an official beer sponsor of the Denver Broncos. From conspiracy theories to cat videos, the World Wide Web can be a terrifying and beautiful place. So strap in and follow Dover and Cecil down the wormhole as they take you inside the internet.
This, Jen, is the internet.
All right, inside the internet today is a couple previews for the Colorado Avalanche weekend that will be, and the Denver Nuggets with some history on the line tonight in Portland against the Trailblazers, who have all kinds of nonsense going on that doesn't have much to do with hoops, but they've won a couple of games in a row. Tip-off's going to be a little after 8 o'clock tonight, so maybe you go trick-or-treating a little early, get home, throw the game on. Miss a little bit of the first quarter, you'll be just fine. But Cecil, the big story about this game, it's not really about the Trailblazers. They're not good. Their coach is the story for his, alleged illegal gambling ring that he was a part of.
Right.
But it's Nikola, and a chance for him to make NBA history again. He made NBA history again. Does Joker do it? Does he get the triple-double record by getting a 5th consecutive TD to start this season?
My mile-high moment is Nikola Jokic sitting in the fourth quarter again. You're going to go 2 games in a row where Joker doesn't play in the fourth quarter. I believe that he can.
I think you're right.
I believe that he will, and I'd love for him to be in the record books with 5 straight triple-doubles to begin a season.
It's going down.
Oh, yeah.
I told you, man, and it's just my theory. It's not that I talked to Nikola or got a little insight from anybody down there yet. I think he is on a personal mission to quietly but loudly with his performance double bird the entire NBA, the ESPN knuckleheads that sit up there and talk about LeBron day in and day out and the Cowboys day in and day out. I think Nikola Jokic has made it his personal mission to say, hey, go ahead and keep ignoring me and watch the numbers that I'm going to put up.
Well, it's just been obvious. Mm-hmm. It's been obvious he should be the MVP, whatever, 5 years in a row, whatever number we're on.
Yeah, it would be
that's
5.
what he should be on. And guess what? Just make it more obvious. Make it so ridiculous that whoever the MVP is, if it's not Joker, you can just point and laugh and be like, but look at what Joker did.
Yeah.
He's averaging a triple-double. He's starting off the season with 5 in a row. Make it 6.
Might as well.
Make it 10.
Make it so that no one else can achieve that, and
Right.
it's yours forever.
Right. Just put it out of reach.
Like 30 of them. 30 straight. Get to the All-Star break, dude. Let's get crazy.
Let's get nuts.
So, yeah, will he, won't he? Cecil and I are both feeling real strong that it gets done. Honestly, it's my question is what you kind of called out there. Not will he, but will he before the fourth quarter is the question.
Yeah, and I believe that he will. Portland's not only bad, but they're down a lot of talent. So go out there and hammer a bad team. It's what you did against Phoenix. It's what you should do against Portland.
They split the last season with the Portland Trailblazers, but before that they had won 7 in a row. Let's get back to that version of it, of kind of owning a division opponent and former rival back when they were playing good basketball. The other thing I'm going to be looking at is Jamal. Let's see if he bounces back a little bit. Again, not that he played terribly, but he was inefficient shooting the ball in the last one. They blew out the Pelicans, so it didn't matter. Nobody was upset with Jamal about it. He had just looked so different in the first 3 and then kind of not the same in the last one with, 17 points on 14 shots. That's what I'm looking for, is just a little bit more efficiency. You don't have to go drop 30 every time, but if you're going to take 14 shots, score 25. If you're going to take 12 shots, score 23, something along those lines.
Yeah, and he's got the minor tweak, so we'll see what the status was. Questionable, right, Drews? Questionable calf injury. Yeah, so that's where.
Do you want him to try to play through stuff like that this early?
I think he kind of has to. It just depends. Soft tissue injuries are always tricky to deal with, and with Jamal, the effort may be there, and it may make it worse. You know what I mean? So if he scores 20 tonight instead of, he's averaging 27. So if he doesn't get to 27, which he probably won't, I'm not going to be upset. Just make sure you maintain your health, be more efficient, and get your 20 points.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's so early that I'm kind of torn of. I want to see Jamal fight through some stuff, but I'm also terrified of what that may lead to. And again, it comes back to like, why has he always got these little tweaks and things going on? Give him benefit of the doubt. He started hot. Let's see what it looks like tonight. And I feel confident that Jamal Murray will bounce back.
Was it Joker that said this is kind of a European way of coaching from Coach Adelman? I saw a quote. I watched in a locker room press conference. Yeah, of where Coach Adelman goes with who's hot. Just like, okay, you're hot tonight. It's your night. You're not hot tonight. It's not your night. And that's a European way of looking.
I like that.
Of coaching.
No, like, hey, well, you're the starter, so you come back at the 8-minute mark and you finish the rest of the game.
Yeah, if a guy's hot, Timmy Hardaway's hot again, keep feeding him.
Is that with Nicola's way of saying Malone was doing it wrong? Is that just a nice way of saying
I think everything that we watch David Adelman do, we can say, oh, that didn't happen last year.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, and then the other side of this is today at 2 o'clock in Vegas for Nevada Day. That's why they're playing at 2 o'clock. And then tomorrow, they're double dipping with back-to-back games. 2 o'clock puck drop in both. Today against Vegas, tomorrow against San Jose. The question is, Blackwood, what game will he play, and what do we see out of McKenzie? And then like our texter who's going to the game, who was that, Paul, was saying, is it a big party for Marty after he signs that big deal and comes and shows out for the Colorado Avalanche in one of these two games?
Yeah, riding a hot streak with 13 points in 11 games for Marty, so you hope that will continue. And special teams, this is the battle to watch. Avs power play, 4th in the NHL. Vegas PK is top 10.
Oh, and so is New Jersey, and we saw what that looked like the other night. Maybe that's all the Avs needed, is a good penalty kill to kind of juice it up a little bit more.
No, juice it up. This is a playoff preview, so yeah there's plenty of juice in this matchup.
Drew, do we all still hate Las Vegas?
We hate
as
Vegas.
hockey
We hate
fans,
Minnesota, right?
Pretty much.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
There's things to like and appreciate maybe about Vegas, but I think if you're an Avs fan, you kind of hate them. Because they've always circumvented the cap and done all that other nonsense.
I remember Stone's wife was taking a picture with the guy with the jersey on long-term IR. I just don't like that at all.
But this is a good hockey team they're playing today. Now they're coming back off a little 3-game road trip where it went, kind of mediocre, but they won in Carolina the other night. But this is like a prime opportunity when you got a team coming off a road trip. They got a long homestand. I think it's a 6-game homestand for Vegas coming in. So this is a good kind of like starting point for the Avs. It was you got an easy team in San Jose tomorrow, which you should win. So kind of get on a roll here after losing 4 in a row.
This is definitely setting up to be a statement game for the Avs.
This is a Western Conference Final preview in my eyes. I think these are going to be the two teams that are going to be in the Western Conference Final once we get to late May, early June.
I like that.
Yeah,
it's also like how many overtime games. I wrote it down when I wrote it in my head. I'm like, oh, that sounds weird. Of like, can you force overtime in Vegas, steal a point, go to San Jose, take both, come home with 3 points on a quick weekend trip? We'd feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, no question. And just keep an eye out because Jack Eichel for Vegas having a ridiculous. I think he's got 19 points to start out the season, probably the leading candidate for the Hart Trophy right off the bat. Him and Pavel Dorofeyev have been outstanding for Vegas this year. So keep an eye on those guys. But I'm curious to see if Blackwood gets the nod tonight. My assumption is he would get the start today, rather. And then you go with Scott Wedgwood tomorrow in San Jose. But we'll see.
Well, because it is Halloween, we can say McKinnon or Eichel, who's the monster?
Yes.
We're going to find out on the ice today.
The crowd, I bet it's got to be pretty cool in Vegas later today. With everybody off, you go to Vegas to get wrecked anyway.
Yep.
And it's Halloween. It'd be pretty cool to be in the stands tonight.
It's not going to be like a normal day game either, where it's kind of like a low-key crowd. Like, this is Vegas. Vegas' crowd is hyped anyway. You're talking about Vegas on Halloween. It's going to be nuts in there this Saturday. This is going to be a fun game to watch today.
The fans going to that game are hammering vodka shots
doubt.
now.
No question.
So they're going to
popping money in the blackjack machine or whatever, at the New York hotel right there.
Can't wait for it. 2 o'clock puck drop, and the guys will keep you updated as to what's going on in that contest a little later. Hour 1 done just like that. Let's get into quarter number 2. I gave some keys to the game earlier. Now it's time for Cecil's. What 3 things do the Broncos have to do to beat the Texans? He'll tell you coming up next.
The Broncos are hitting the road for a showdown with Houston. Kick your football Sunday off in style with Denver Game Day. Powered by Common Spirit Health, official healthcare partner of the Denver Broncos. Live on game day starting at 7 a.m. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Catch Telestrator Tuesday weekly on Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth, where Stink or Stoke dive into the past weekend's games with a coach's eye, using insights into what went right and wrong on critical plays. Telestrator Tuesdays, powered by Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang! It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply or place stop, opt out. Terms and conditions apply to the earnings promotion.
Do you have caregiving experience as a parent, teacher, nanny, coach, or in another similar role? Hop Skip Drive is looking for experienced caregivers who want to help students in their community by driving them to and from school. Earn up to $50 per ride with Hop Skip Drive's welcome promotion, all while helping your community. If you have your own vehicle that is no more than 10 years old, a clean driving record, and at least 5 years of caregiving experience, you could become a Hop Skip Drive care driver. Just text STUDENT to 323232 to get started right now. Hop Skip Drive gives you the flexibility to set your own schedule and earn competitive pay. It's simple. Drive in your free time and make a real difference for students right in your neighborhood. Don't wait. Text STUDENT to 323232 right now. Text STUDENT to 323232 and start earning up to $50 per ride during Hop Skip Drive's welcome promotion period. That's STUDENT to 323232. Text STUDENT to 323232 now.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're over 50, it's likely you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens, the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Cake Mortgage Corp. Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 1734623. Licensed in Colorado by the Division of Real Estate. Terms and conditions apply. Are you a first-time home buyer? Are you trying to lower your existing mortgage payment? Do you need cash from your equity? For most people, getting a mortgage means endless paperwork and weeks of anxiety. But with Cake Mortgage, our process is simple, fast, and hassle-free. Whether you're purchasing, refinancing, or looking to tap your home's equity, our team guides you step by step so you always know what's next. Our thousands of 5-star customer reviews will tell you no one can do what Cake can. So stop stressing and start saving fast with Cake. Your fresh-baked cake home mortgage is ready to enjoy. So don't wait. Call 720-850-0012. That's 720-850-0012. Or visit cakehome.com to learn more now.
Catch a ride with EV and Auto. Catch a ride.
Oh no, it's the attack of Zombie Auto.
Deals. Auto wants deals.
Well, good thing Foundation Chevrolet has the best deals during Truck Month. Like the all-new 2026 heavy-duty Chevy Silverado. Ready to haul tons of candy this Halloween season.
Auto loves deals.
Treat yourself to a tricked-out truck from Foundation Chevy. And together, let's drive.
Visit FoundationChevrolet.com and catch a ride.
Advent Health is Littleton's home for highly specialized, life-changing heart care. From preventive screenings to personalized treatment options, it's heartfelt care from expert hands. The Advent Health Heart and Vascular Institute is now open, ready to provide wholehearted care for your whole health.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, DU hockey skates with Alaska Anchorage in Game 1 with pregame starting at 6:30. Saturday morning on 104.3 HD2, Air Force football faces Army with pregame starting at 9:30. Then on 104.3 HD3, DU hockey skates with Alaska Anchorage in Game 2 with pregame starting at 5:30.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at WistaraCU.com.
It's a Bud Light Football Friday. Bud Light, an official beer sponsor of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Dover and Cecil.
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Friday? You ain't got no job, and you ain't got to do.
Today's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday!
There it is. Oh, it gets better every hour. By 1 o'clock, I'm going to be losing my damn mind when he says, shalala.
Victory formation,
Yes.
1 o'clock. It's coming today. Get ready for it.
We're fired up to be here on Bud Light Football Friday. We're even more fired up that you are here with us, the tribe. You guys rip, man. Appreciate everything you guys are doing. We got a text here. What up, boys? Enjoy them dews today. Kelly here from NOCO up in the oil patch around Gill and Kersey working for Chevron. He writes, stay frosty.
Nice.
At the
Stay
end of this
frosty
text.
out there.
Great work.
I think
Kelly.
that one's going to explode. I'll open that
Wanna
one
wait on
later.
that one.
Right.
Keep your texts coming in again. We're having some fun on a Bud Light Football Friday as we are into quarter number 2. You can always send in your tribe roll call text, but start to transition into your Broncos predictions and, of course, your mile-high moments. What's going down in this game
right.
that we will be talking about on Monday. Call your shot right now so we can tell the world you were right on Monday. Cease, let's get into it, man. I gave you my keys to the game, what I think the Broncos must do to win.
Yes.
What are your 3 keys?
3 keys to the game and information based on an NFL tool that we use on this show. You only hear it on this show, by the way. The Houston Texans run nickel defense, 4-2-5, 77% of the time. Now, do you want the good news or you want the bad news?
Let's start with the good.
Okay.
It's Friday.
Okay, it is Friday. The good news is Bo Nix, as a runner, beats up on nickel defense.
Yeah.
Like, beats up on nickel defense with 3 rushing touchdowns this year versus said packages that he will be facing 77% of the time.
Wow.
So my first key to the game, and I'll give you the bad news as well, he's thrown 5 picks against nickel.
Uh-oh.
How many picks does he have on the season? 6? Whatever? What's Bo Nix's
5, I
pick
think?
number
I
on
think
the
it's
season,
5.
Kev? Yeah, that's all against nickel. That's
not
nickel
good.
defense. It'll get him as a passer.
5
and
is correct.
yeah, all 5 have come against those nickel looks.
By the way, he has 5, all against nickel. The Texans are going to run nickel, as we're learning from you
77%
right
of the
now.
time, yeah.
The Texans also have 5 interceptions in the last 5 games.
Okay, there you go.
The number of the day is 5, I guess.
I guess it is. Well, the number is then 5 yards to carry Bo Nix against nickel defense. My first key, the largest key, the key to this game is RPO Bo. RPO Bo. You're going to have to run. And I don't ever call for this. Actually, don't want him to have more than 4 carries a game. This time I'm calling for 10. I need RPO Bo. If you get to, 7 to 10, It doesn't have to be 10, but 7 to 10 rushes for Bo Nix. You've got to adjust them. You've got to make them move. They're going to play a soft shell. They're going to give you everything underneath, and they're going to rally and tackle, and then, you're short of the sticks. Make them pay, Bo. So RPO Bo, run the ball, yes, but more importantly, I think Bo Nix himself needs to run on Sunday.
I like that. When you said it the other day, and you and I, not that we've gotten debated about Bo running or not running. I'm okay with him doing a little bit more just because I want running of the football to be what this team has success doing, even if it is Bo Nix. Now, I don't want him diving into guys with his shoulder forward like he did a few weeks ago, but I like this. And if the game plan calls for it, because that's how you can beat a specific defense that your opponent's going to run, well, then do it. It's a luxury that he has that you don't have to employ every week, but when it calls for it, let the kid cook.
Yeah, let him cook. So that's key number 1. Key number 2, you're going to have to double team Nico Collins. That he's back. You're going to have to keep safety help over the top. He is the most dangerous wide receiver that the Texans have. And as much as I appreciate Riley Moss and sometimes feel like the only Riley Moss defender on the internet, I will tell you, Riley Moss one-on-one against Nico Collins, if I'm CJ Stroud, I go at him all day. If you go Riley Moss with safety help over the top, I might avoid going to Nico Collins.
Well, then you have to make a perfect throw.
Exactly.
And can CJ do that more often than not?
Right. Will he have time to do that?
Great point.
With this Broncos pressure? But most importantly, make sure Nico doesn't get you. Dalton Schultz is unlikely to play. He's a great tight end. They don't have him. So it's going to be what? Harrison Bryant and maybe Dalton Keene get some looks there from the tight end. Tight end is not a concern this week. Christian Kirk is back, but he's a slot. You got Jaquan McMillan. I feel Jaquan against Christian Kirk, that's at least even, if not an advantage for the Denver Broncos. And on the other side should be Chris Abrams-Drain. They haven't told us. They've only hinted. But, okay, I feel good about, if it's Jaden Higgins, most likely one of those Cyclones.
Yeah.
Xavier Hutchinson, some size, some speed. Jalen Noel is more of a slot guy behind Christian Kirk. So if they've got a size speed guy against KAD, I still like that.
Yeah. How about Sean Pendergrass with the hub category comment? That was good work from our guest at 10:30.
You could say that on 610, but here.
I'm like, how does he know us?
How does he know the show?
It's like the second time I've ever talked to him in my life. And he knows who we are.
I want to bracket Nico Collins. Make sure Nico doesn't get you this week.
Is there any? I know why you're doing it, and I like the key. Is there any of you want him to prove it coming off this injury, or no, you can't even risk that?
No.
Is he 100%?
It's a concussion, and he's missed a couple of weeks, so he's likely to be, there's no sort of ramping up.
So they already played the we're safe game.
Yeah, Christian Watson, for example, came back last week for the Packers in his first game since tearing his ACL last year, and they had him on a snap count. There's no snap count for Nico. It's full Nico, full go.
I didn't realize it was 2 straight games.
So Riley, make sure that you're ready.
All right, what is key number 3?
Key number 3, going back to the Broncos offense, it's time for Court to have a big game. Just lean on Court. I think you're probably going to have, 225 to 250 as a passer if you're Bo Nix. So you're not going to tear it up. It's in a 300-yard game.
I mean, dude, that's a good number against this Texans
against
defense.
the
They're only
stingy
giving up
Texans
188
defense.
yards.
So I think if you get to 225, it's because of Cortland Sutton. I want Court to have a big day. Appreciate what Troy Franklin can do. Appreciate what Pat Bryant can do. I think on this sort of matchup, you lean on your ground game. Bo Nix runs the ball, but you make sure to feed Court. I want 10 targets for Court.
All right, I love that. We've talked about it. Court's kind of been this hey, he's heavily involved. He's not that big, not that much involved. Heavily involved, not that involved.
Right.
Kind of week in, week out basis. So if that's the clock, it's time for Cortland to show up. I love it, Cease. RPO Bo, double Nico, and get Cortland going. 3 keys to the game. I'm with you. They accomplish those 3 things. They're coming home with another victory and at 7-2 early in November. Mile High Moment. Kevin in Kingsburg is calling his. He thinks it's going to be a tight game, too. He says Will Lutz hits a 50-plus yard field goal, and that makes the Broncos win the game 13-10. Kevin?
That was mine. Said not 13-10, but
23-20, something like that.
Actually, yeah.
That's exactly it.
All right.
So Kevin calling his shot
Lutz
right
with
there.
a Mile High Moment. Was that the first time a kicker's gotten a Mile High Moment on this show?
It might be.
Okay.
Might be Lutz. I mean, he's the
coming off that special teams player of the week.
Right?
Yeah, player of the month. Something.
We got
It's a special award. It's a major award. We
right.
can't remember what it is.
It's special teams.
It's a major fragile. It's a major award.
Another texter's calling for a Riley Moss pick 6.
Nice.
Didn't throw your name on it, but we see your text right there from the 970. Keep them coming. Those are Cecil's keys to the game. We'll revisit a few of those later on. We'll keep this Texans conversation going. Yeah, they have the best defense in the NFL, but who have they had success against? And what have the QBs they've played been able to do against that stingy defense? We have some numbers to share coming up next.
The Fan Flyaway is back, presented by 303 Loft 4040. Save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. To kick off 2026, Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is sending you to Phoenix for the biggest party in golf. Airfare, hotel tickets, and $500 in spending money, all included. Head to thefanflyaway.com to register. That's thefanflyaway.com. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Every hockey player knows the secret to becoming a great skater is time on the ice. But rink time? It's tough to get, expensive, and so inconvenient. This winter, what if your kids could skate anytime they want, right in your own backyard? With Yard Rink, they can. In about an hour, you can transform your yard into an amazing outdoor rink. It's easy to set up and plays like a professional rink. Watch their hockey skills explode to the next level while they're having the time of their lives. Even Yard Rink ambassador Wayne Gretzky says he wishes he had a yard rink when he was a kid. Order today at yardrink.com and save hundreds by using code RADIO21. Nearly 300 sizes are available, starting at just $9.99. Plus, get 2 puck retention nets and your favorite NHL team logos free. That's YARDRINK.com. And save 21% by using code RADIO21. Give your kids more fun-filled ice time and help their hockey dreams come true.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first, on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's orchard.com.
Heads up, pros. Now's your chance to unlock deeper savings. The Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred pricing can help you save thousands on the products your business uses the most. But the current benefit ends November 15th. Don't miss out. Registration for the new program is free and easy. Just bring your tax ID or business or contractor's license to the Pro Desk. Register now to lock in the best wholesale prices before it's too late.
How good does it feel to let go of 82 pounds in just 16 weeks? And I feel free. Soda Weight Loss is the #1 weight loss company in America for client satisfaction and results.
In 16 weeks, I lost 82 pounds because I had learned how to eat smarter. And that's what soda does. They don't just help you lose weight fast, they help you keep it off with habits that last a lifetime.
No hunger, no shots, no guesswork.
You probably saved my life. I mean, I was 30 pounds overweight. I went on soda, and now I'm healthy, and I just got off my blood pressure medicine and my cholesterol medicine, and that is amazing to me.
With Soda Weight Loss, you get real support to help you let go of the weight for good. And now it's easier than ever. Join Soda Weight Loss now, and your partner joins for free. Visit sodaweightloss.com. That's SOTA weightloss.com.
Soda is, say it with me, state of the art.
Marketing can feel overwhelming. Where to start? What works? What doesn't? That's where your marketing experts at Denver Sports come in. Audio, video, online marketing, and we know how to cut through the noise so your customers finally hear your story. You don't have to waste time guessing or spinning your wheels. We'll guide you with a proven plan that turns your marketing into growth. Let us handle the hard part. You do the easy part. Head over to DenverSports.com and click Advertise with Us and start growing your business today.
Stay up to date on the Broncos and the latest news from around the league with our NFL insider James Palmer, exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Mondays on The Rundown with Richie Carney, Tuesday afternoons on The Drive, and Friday mornings on Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth, all season long. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. It's a Bud Light Football Friday. Bud Light, an official beer sponsor of the Denver Broncos. Here's Dover and Cecil.
We got some numbers to share about these Houston Texans. See if the Denver Broncos, and specifically Bo Nix, can top those numbers and come home with a
Victory over the Houston Texans. So we know that the Texans currently sit at 3-4. They've had a little bit of trouble in this season. They've been banged up. They're still trying to get right with several different places, but getting Nico Collins back. We have numbers as to what was accomplished against some opponents, and then specifically what we're going to talk about is how they looked, the quarterbacks looked against this Texans defense. So game number 1 of the season, they played Matt Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams in this game. Cease and the Houston Texans lost in a very low-scoring game, 14-9. It was in L.A., so the Rams did have the home cooking to start the season. Matthew Stafford went 21-29, threw the ball for 245 yards, so 60-something yards north of what they're normally allowing, but only one touchdown. The offense accumulated 296 yards in that game, but they were able to hold a high-powered Rams offense to just 14 points. Kind of go over the bigger games, and we can gauge those numbers on Bo. Tampa Bay was the next game. Baker Mayfield went 25 of 38, over 200 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Cecil, you might like this one, 3 carries, and those carries went for 33 yards for Baker Mayfield. Then it's Jacksonville, Tennessee. They totally suck, so it doesn't matter. It was Baltimore. It was against Cooper Rush. He totally sucks. That doesn't matter. Seattle against Sam Darnold, who's having a solid season there for the Seahawks. They gave up 27 to Seattle. Darnold threw for over 200 yards, a touchdown, but an interception as well. And then Mac Jones, we talked about that game, just 2 touchdowns. They were able to keep him in check. So, the Staffords, the Mayfields, the Darnolds, they're having some success,
right?
But it's not necessarily translating to a lot of points.
What do those teams have in common? Because there's a key to the nickel defense that the Texans run 77% of the time. And the key is, and you're going to like this, 1 tight end. That's it. You're not using jumbo because people say, oh, you guys are talking about running the ball. Broncos need to run the ball. Actually, it's the opposite. You need to go with 1 running back, 1 tight end. It's 11 personnel, 3 wide receivers, spread out that nickel. They have to cover more ground then. And then you merely hand the ball off.
Yeah.
Or you use RPO Bo, some sort of run-pass option where Bo Nix can take off to run. So I like those, but if we look at those quarterbacks that had success, Baker can get out and scoot.
Yeah, he can.
You know what they do? Even without Bucky Irvin, they spread you out, right? They've got the receivers, especially when everybody's healthy, but they've got the receivers to spread you out and then just run the ball. The key for the Broncos, look at what the Rams do. Matthew Stafford's got receivers falling out of his pockets.
Yeah.
They spread you out and they run the ball. I think the key for the Broncos, it is run the ball, but beyond that, based on the stuff that you've uncovered and the opponents they've faced, you got to spread and run.
Spread and run. I like that.
It's only weird if you make it weird.
I mean, it was weird earlier with our guests, so let's just
talking about the hub.
Let's keep being weird today.
Okay, yeah.
I'm into
spread
weird.
and run.
Well, there's a T-shirt somewhere with that on it. I also think about this Texans defense, and we asked Sean Pendergrass this earlier. Like, all right, they're really good between the 20s. Now, the tough task is to get in the red zone.
Yes.
But when they get in the red zone, that's where you can pick apart this Texans defense. I know they're really good. I'm not like, I don't know. It's just a feeling that I woke up with that, yes, it's not going to be 44 points, but I think the Broncos are going to have success against this Texans defense. And then when they get into the red zone, I don't think that they have the horses to stop. Oh, God, I'd feel so much better if I felt good about Marvin playing.
Right.
I just don't think they have the horses to stop the 4 or 5 different weapons that Bo can unlock if they're all firing. Pat, Troy, RJ, JK, Cortland. In the red zone, if they're able to get there.
Well, isn't it funny that we had this conversation about like the Broncos defense, the Texans defense, it's a defensive battle, but the Broncos get strong in the red zone.
Mm-hmm.
The Texans get weak in the red zone.
That bend that won't break that you said, the Broncos do that, the Texans do the opposite.
Yeah. They're like really strong. Oh, man, you got to the red zone. I guess you're scoring. So
you earned it. Go ahead.
Go right on. But that's where Evan Ingram can come in because you're still going to spread them out. I don't care if the field's tight. You spread them out. If we see a lot of jumbo package, and by the way, did I see Alex Forsyth was on the injury report as well? So if you go any sort of jumbo, that's actually playing right into their hands.
Okay.
You still need to continue to spread them out, and when you get to the red zone, that's where Evan Ingram could come through. So I don't know if that's your mile-high moment, but somebody calling for like an Evan Ingram touchdown, if someone's out there doing that, I could see it. I think Creaky.
You're going to find out in 40 minutes.
Creaky had it as his mile-high moment.
Oh, me and Creaky riding together.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I like when I'm on the side of Creaky.
From Creaky, my mile-high moment, Ingram gets a 25-yard touchdown.
Nice,
So that's
Creaky.
just outside the red zone.
Yeah,
But
I
I'd
like
say
that.
you get inside that 20, that's where Evan Ingram can kind of take over. And how about a big game from Evan Ingram? And a touchdown outside the 20 would justify that.
Well, let's got some more numbers for the red zone. This is coming from Zach Stevens from DNVR. He's one of the few good guys over there, or one of the good guys over there. Sixth best red zone offense for the Broncos. The Texans, again, like Sean said, really good between the 20s. The second worst red zone defense in the entire NFL. That's who the Texans are.
Yeah.
So once you get into the 20, or into the red zone inside the 20, they turn into the Cowboys secondary, and we know how that looked last week for the Denver Broncos. I'm feeling good about the Broncos offense able to get over on this Texans defense. Again, I'm not calling for 44 points, but I think they're going to be able to move the ball within the 20s and then absolutely dominate inside the 20s.
I think that's great news for the Broncos then, because especially it kind of stinks without Marvin. You know how easy it is to get into the red zone now because of the kickoffs and because of where the balls are placed now? Like, oh, yeah, let that thing go in the end zone. We'll start at the 35.
That's a whole nother point with Marvin. Who's on kickoff now?
If it's going to be RJ, he's got to get things right because he's messed up before a couple of games ago with RJ.
You mean like not catch the ball and then go out of bounds at the 12?
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to tiptoe on the sidelines there.
Yeah.
So that's on punt returns. Is it Riley? Coach Rizzi did talk about that yesterday. He didn't say it was going to be Riley, but now you're taking your number one corner.
Yeah.
And you're putting him out there like that. So I think
this guy's running down the barrel right at him.
This is when you need a Jim Leonard. Or even Emmanuel Sanders would do it from time to time, although he was more dangerous than Jim Leonard was. But I always called him, when Jim Leonard was here playing for the Broncos, I'd call him a fair catch specialist.
He's just out there to catch the ball.
Put it back there. Just catch it. Wave your hand. You're not going anywhere. Just make sure you catch it.
Well, let me ask you this then. You might not like this, but your guy, Jaleel McLaughlin, is it time for him to be activated? You get Jaleel and RJ as your kick returners, and then just let Jaleel be the punt returner so that you keep Riley Moss on the field in his spot and RJ on the field in his spot?
There's something he's not doing, and it's probably has to do with pass protection that they trust Tyler Bidet with, so you might just see Bidet back there. We've seen them experiment through training camp. We'll see what the experiment looks like now in the regular season.
Okay. I like it, man. I like these numbers. I like even better that number, like I said, from Zach Stevens. The Broncos have the sixth best red zone offense, while the Texans have the second worst red zone defense. That's a formula for success for Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos.
Oh, my God. Speaking of success, 50% touchdown rate out of trips formation. Again,
against
spread
the
them
Texans?
out. Yeah, against the Texans. You get in the red zone. I asked specifically in the red zone, what's the best play that'll work? Running the ball out of trips. So that you need to see three receivers on one side.
So you throw Cortland, you throw Troy, you throw Pat over there, and then you let JK get to the other side.
JK gets the handoff.
I like that. More JK, better for the Denver Broncos. What's your mile high moment? Hit us up on the RamosLaw.com text line, 303-713-1043, or over on YouTube, DenverSports YouTube, the Dover and Cecil stream. Got to throw your name on it. But mile high moment called out here from a 564 texter. They activate Mercedes. They go on a big goal line drive. He releases out wide for a touchdown, just like Travis Kelce does for KC. I like that call right there. Again, throw your name on your text so we can give you that shout out on the show. Nick from Arvada says the Broncos win 17-13. He's with you, Cecil. Bo making some big plays with his legs, and he believes Ingram is used more this game.
Nice.
Nick in Arvada crushing it. We appreciate you being a part of the tribe. All right, Cecil, you didn't want to do it, but Andrew wrote about it. We're going to talk a little bit about J.K. Dobbins' future and hear from Vance Joseph about the keys. We gave keys, so what's VJ's keys to stopping C.J. Stroud, who is playing a little bit better in his third season? We'll find out next.
After a breakout performance against Dallas, will R.J. Harvey run wild against the Texans? Will Dre Greenlaw provide a spark on defense? We'll react to it all in the Fan Football Postgame Show. Live on game day starting at the 2-minute warning. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
A friend asked me the other day why I loved being in the diamond and jewelry business so much. I'm Shayna Williams.
And I'm Dylan Williams from Williams Jewelers. It's not just about shiny rocks, precious metals, and meticulous craftsmanship from the world's very best.
It's really about you.
It's your life and loves. It's about your moments and the ones that define you.
It's the birthdays, the anniversaries, the birth of a child. It's when you're on one knee asking the love of your life to spend forever together with you.
For 3 generations now here in Denver, you've trusted Williams Jewelers with the most important moments in your life.
That's what's precious to us.
And why we love what we do here at Williams Jewelers every day.
You see, our why is you.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
Williams Jewelers of Inglewood, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche. In Inglewood at Broadway and Bellevue, and right now online at WilliamsDiamonds.com.
CU fans, keep your fix going with Denver Sports CU Football Post-Game Recap. Available every home game exclusively on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Presented by Corwin Toyota Boulder. Family driven for over 100 years.
If you have a tax problem, please don't put your destiny with the IRS in the hands of a salesperson. This is Todd Whalen, founder of Advanced Tax Solutions. Many companies use commissioned salespeople that may not have your best interest at heart. At Advanced Tax Solutions, you will only meet licensed professionals who are also certified in tax resolution. You will never meet an unlicensed salesperson to determine your fate. You can trust Advanced Tax Solutions for good advice, and the meeting is free. AdvancedTaxSolutions.com.
Football is here, and Fitness Gallery's fall football sale is your playbook for a winning home gym. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit any of our 7 stores from Denver to Fort Collins and score big before the sale ends.
Hey guys, it's Zach By here for 5280 Exteriors. Right now, they've got a great deal on windows, so take advantage before the snow starts falling. Order your windows in October, finance your project with them, and you won't pay anything until November of 2027. Be warm during the holidays. Don't wait to upgrade your home. Order windows or siding from 5280 Exteriors before the cold weather arrives. Call 5280 Exteriors now and see how low your monthly payment can go. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
It's the Medicare Advantage annual enrollment period, and Humana knows not everyone has the same needs when picking a Medicare Advantage plan.
Now that I'm retired, I want to enjoy the life I've worked hard to build. So I want a plan that covers me when I'm traveling the country.
Humana has a plan for that.
As a veteran, I want a plan that fills in the gaps my VA coverage doesn't provide, like dental care.
Humana has a plan for that.
I feel good about my health. I just want care and coverage with predictable costs. No surprises.
Humana has a plan for that. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you get coverage and benefits that focus on what matters most to you. Learn more at GetHumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Halloween's here. Costumes, candy, and maybe a few scares. But nothing's scarier than being ghosted by your insurance company after an accident. At Postman Law, we've delivered over $3 billion to our clients, and we make it simple. Speed, ease, results. With free case evaluations and no fee unless we win, you're never left in the dark. Call 844-POSTMAN or visit postmanlaw.com. Others promise. Postman delivers. This is attorney advertising.
Thousands of kids in poverty have waited over a year for a sponsor. End their wait today. Sponsor a child with compassion. Just text radio to 83393.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, TU hockey skates with Alaska Anchorage in Game 1 with pregame starting at 6:30. Saturday morning on 104.3 HD2, Air Force football faces Army with pregame starting at 9:30. Then on 104.3 HD3, TU hockey skates with Alaska Anchorage in Game 2 with pregame starting at 5:30.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at WistaraCU.com.
It's a Bud Light Football Friday. Bud Light, an official beer sponsor of the Denver Broncos. Here's Dover and Cecil.
When my eyes beheld an eerie sight, that a monster from a slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise...
What'd he do? Oh, nice.
It's the monster man. It was...
I mean, this is a staple. Is it called the Monster Mash? Are you not like I will play this later on when Emerson comes over, and we'll do a little dance in the living room to the Monster Mash.
Okay.
This is the jam. Do you miss that at all? With your kids being grown?
Yeah,
Today is like, hey, you get to go out and trick or treat with the kids and eat all their candy later.
Yeah.
That's mostly what I'm looking forward to is destroying his bag when he goes to bed and him waking up with like 4 pieces left.
Well, you just pick it out. Pick out your favorites, right? That's the main thing. But yeah, it is when your kids are little and you're able to enjoy that, enjoy the hell out of it, because then they grow up and they stop doing trick-or-treating.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a whole plan. So Pops is coming in town. Emerson and sister are coming over. Another sister's coming over. We're just going to walk my new neighborhood. I got this nice backpack that's kind of a cooler thing. So we'll have things that we like in it. And the kids have the candy. And we're going to make a whole little night of it. It's going to be fun.
Okay. How are your olfactory senses today?
What do you mean?
Because I just sat down and I got a whiff of what I smell like.
Oh.
I smell like a feedlot. So
I don't even smell
you
it.
get the authentic ranch experience.
Yeah. I don't even smell it, so you're all good.
Really?
Yeah.
You want me to sit closer?
No, I'm all right. Someone said you look like you should be sitting on a horse in studio today.
I should,
Which would be pretty cool.
Dandy Ho.
What do you mean?
That was my favorite horse. Remember?
Okay. It's like I've never
You
met
guys
it.
made fun of my Dandy Ho?
That's right. That's right.
Dandy Ho is in like ahoy, like ho, land ho.
Oh.
Dandy Ho.
Okay.
Not, yeah.
Okay.
It's only weird if you make it weird.
I did. All right, Cease, let's talk a little bit about Vance Joseph. I want to get into, we gave our keys, right? You just did it at 11 o'clock. I did it at 10:15. We'll reset some of that later on in the show. But CJ Stroud, we learned from Sean Pendergrass of Sports Radio 610 in Houston there that CJ's actually sort of bouncing back this year, and it was more of an offensive line struggle in year 2 than it was a quarterback struggle. So Vance was asked the question yesterday, hey, what are the keys to stopping a third-year quarterback in CJ Stroud?
I think with some young quarterbacks, the misomen is, you blitz young quarterbacks and you can harass them, but sometimes you can clean it up for them. If you're just bringing 5 and it's single high and it's press or it's soft off coverage, he just takes his best matchup. I'm from the school of, when you have a young quarterback who's getting rid of the ball quickly, that's a good thing for a young quarterback. It's my job to make him hold it and to look through layers of coverage and to make him, hit his progression. With our pass rush, that's always a good thing, because we can rush 4 and get home, but to have enough looks to make him hold it is key. He is playing well, and he's played well, and he's super talented. Even with the pressure last week that San Fran was bringing, he was looking at a gun barrel. And he made 4 or 5 throws that were big-time throws. The receiving core is underrated in my opinion. They got 4 or 5 guys who can all play, and that's sometimes dangerous. Nico didn't play last week, and it was the highest output in the pass game. So that spoke to those young guys from Iowa State, all 3 of them, playing good football, and the tight end, and Mark's at halfback. So they've got good weapons around this quarterback, and it showed last week without Nico.
All right, good stuff from VJ. I really like that answer from Vance Joseph, giving a little insight to how his brain works of, hey, take this away, this happens, show this happens. And I also thought time of possession. I'll go back to that conversation where the Broncos are undefeated if they hold the ball for at least 30 minutes in a game, and the Texans last week held it for almost the entire first half against the Niners. If VJ wants to do that, get aggressive and show a bunch of blitzes and send guys from the second level, what are they going to do? They're going to hand the ball off. They'll have those little quick check downs.
Right.
They'll dink and dunk. They'll take small plays to create first downs, and they'll hold the ball, and they'll win the time of possession game and keep Bo and the Broncos offense off the field.
Yeah.
So I like that he's got some layers to what he thinks they need to do.
He's got their scheme, and he's sticking with their scheme without Pat. It's something that's very clear. He believes in his coaching, and the format that they have, the standard is the same. That's what he told me yesterday. The standard's the same. Without PS2, the standard's the same. So he's expecting a lot from Riley Moss, Chris Abrams-Drain, Jahdae Barron. And here's the thing. Without a tight end of note with the Texans, oh, man, hey, they got us on that one play, guys. Harrison Bryant got that first down. They got the one play. Don't let Nico get you. The exotic blitzes that you're now able to bring because you're not as concerned about the inside linebacker position, you can do a lot. Double A-gap blitz. Just send both of them. Send the house.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to do that against C.J. Stroud. And, hey, if some backup tight end gets you, whatever.
The same thing. You shake his hand. You say, didn't think you could.
Don't let
Congrats,
Nico
young man.
Collins get you, and you can get this game.
You asked VJ about this wide receiver core, the group that the Texans are going to bring.
Because it's unknown right now.
Right. You didn't know what the status was of a guy like Nico and what they were going to put forward. Here's what VJ said about those Texans wide receivers.
I think it's tough on them watching the tape, for the last 4 or 5 weeks and watching Pat out there versus not having Pat. Right? I think it's more pressure on those guys to kind of figure out, who's going to play there and who's playing where and, what are you doing without Pat? Versus for me, I don't care. I have a plan for the tight end, for Nico, if he plays or not. Again, it's system, and it fits all the players, Houston's and ours.
Oh, that's a nice little tag at the end of that.
Yeah.
So when he says them, he's talking about the wide receivers of the Texans.
Yeah, it's on
They
Nico
have
and those
to figure
guys
it out.
to figure out in real time what Vance is bringing to the table. So it was a little bit cocky. I like that, though.
I like that
VJ.
a lot.
VJ and I always have a good back and forth, but I'm not saying he was offended, but he was just like, he kind of bowed up a little bit.
See, and I don't know the, cocky or confident.
Sure.
And a lot of confidence.
Very certain.
Hey, I know who my guys are.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck to those guys figuring out my dudes. My dudes versus their dudes. I like my dudes.
Well, and honestly, I thought I'd get the standard hey, Nico's talented, but those backups, man, those Cyclone rookies, they're really talented, whatever. But
Iowa State, the wide receiver man.
I'm never going to look at the Cyclones again the same way.
Me neither.
But I look at it now, and VJ was like, no, it's on them. Pressure's on them. Figure out what we're doing. I was like, whoa, that took a twist.
Yeah.
So I love the confidence. I love the certainty. Now you got to back it up, man. You got to back it up.
Someone's upset that we didn't edit out the beeping in the background. I don't know that that's possible.
Oh, from the...
They're doing the construction. Beep, beep, beep. Kevin, that's not possible, is it?
You know what? Why don't they come down the studio and show me how to do that?
Okay.
Nice answer, Kevin
Thank you.
Kistner. That's good. That's very good. Yeah, I'm not sure you can edit out just the beeps without editing out everything.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I actually kind of like it. A little beeping in my head. I'm like, I haven't been down there in a couple months. So I'm like, probably looks pretty badass. Just play that under us the whole time.
I'll just play beeps just the rest of the show.
Yeah. Speedback's going to kick in that door pretty soon. Adam asks on YouTube chat, over under 3 bubble screens this weekend from Sean.
I'll take the over.
Please, no. Please, Sean, no.
He's Sean, guys. Let's go with the
Oh, wow.
over.
Touchdown Bo Nick says, best radio duo and most entertaining sports show I've listened to in 48 years.
Whoa.
It's been 84 years.
Touchdown
Bo
Bo
Nix.
Nix.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
man. We appreciate that.
That's very nice of them to say. Very nice of you to say. Plus, you have a cool screen name in Touchdown Bo Nix. So always love that. We got a Mile High moment coming here. Wow. They're calling for their Mile High moment. Kyrese Rowan. Remember him? What was he, number 39 with the big hair out at training camp? He gets the chance to return punts, and he runs one back to break a 13-13 tie late in the fourth quarter and gets the Broncos up, and the Broncos defense seals the deal. That's very specific. Are you Kevin Kistner? Is this Kevin Kistner?
I think he's got a couple of burners.
I think he does, too, to kind of throw us off of our scent.
Yeah.
I plead the fifth.
It's a smart man back there. Keep your texts coming in. Mile High moments. Call in your shots. Put your name on your text so that we can shout you out on the show. What you got?
Broncos Maniac is giving out full-size breadsticks tonight with sauce.
Dude, what like From
to
Little
the
Caesars,
trick-or-treaters.
Pizza Hut, where are we getting it from? 'Cause
Maybe homemade. I don't know.
Oh,
With
dude.
breadsticks?
That would be sick.
I kind of want to just sit on the front porch and then dip it, right? I don't want to walk and dip.
Yeah.
I want to sit and dip.
How do you feel about the folks that scare people at their front door?
No.
You're not into it?
Not with the kids. Come on, with the kids.
But like teenagers.
That's fine.
Because there's a cutoff. If you've got facial hair stubble and you come to my door, get the hell up off my property. You're not getting any candy. No candy for you.
I would go the opposite of that, because if they're a teenager and they're getting candy, they're not out causing trouble. You know what I mean?
I've been a teenager getting candy, and we were doing both.
Well, do you know what we did on Halloween in Grover?
Snatched bags.
No, Halloween. That's junior stuff. You kidding me?
Yeah.
So we'd go around. If you left your car door open, we'd put a hay bale in your car and cut the string.
Oh, wow.
Now, just to high schoolers. We weren't
So,
doing that in the community.
They'd get out of their car to go to the door to get candy?
Yeah.
I like that,
We'd throw in
actually.
a hay bale and cut the string. We did a bunch of felonious stuff. We played Ditch 'em.
I don't know that one.
It's tag with cars.
Oh, wow.
In the streets.
Oh, no wonder you had smoking gun.
No wonder Little Gray had that huge dent in the side. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, we did Halloween. It was trick or treat.
Is it frowned upon for me to smoke cigars while I'm out walking the streets? Too many kids around?
Why would
probably?
it be?
I don't know, like secondhand smoke or
If you
whatever?
go up to somebody's door and you're
I
puffing
mean, I
in
wouldn't
their
do
house.
that.
Right. If you're on the sidewalk, maybe it's public.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be doing that.
Smoke your cigars.
Walk around as well. Let me remind you about the Fan Flyaway, guys. It's back thanks to 303 Law 4040. This time, a lucky listener and a guest could be in Phoenix in February for the biggest party in golf. If you win, you get 2 tickets to Saturday's round at TPC Scottsdale, round trip airfare for 2 from Denver, 2 nights hotel stay. And you need some money to blow, right? So how about $500 coming at you? For more information and to register, make sure you go to thefanflyaway.com. If you've entered into a previous flyaway contest, you're all good. Already registered for this one, because once you sign up for a flyaway, you're automatically entered to all future fan flyaways. Get signed up and good luck. Let's check our X. What's on our timeline that you need to know about? Well, we got a little bit of ESPN and YouTube beef to share. And if you need something to do for lunch, I've got you covered with a 50-cent deal of the year. I'll tell you what it is next.
Listen up, Denver. Brandon Stokely needs your help.
We need a contest or some kind of bet to where we can
shave Cecil's head.
Exactly. Yeah. It's time for it to go. It's time.
Better keep an eye on the scissors, boys. Denver Sports 1043. The Fan.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with AutoPay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today, 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100.
Annuities not advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. Restore your bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning hair with the same simple one-day treatment I receive from Dr. Tanya Pauls of Advanced Hair. Your own natural hair begins regrowing the very next day, and your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, including mine. For your free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts, call 720-459-HAIR, AdvancedHair.com.
Cake Mortgage Corp. Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 1734623. Licensed in Colorado by the Division of Real Estate. Terms and conditions apply. Are your bills keeping you up at night? Imagine using your home equity for a financial reset that helps you to finally get ahead again. At Cake Mortgage, we get it. Life's expensive. Insurance, groceries, and high-interest credit card debt. That's why we created the Cake Fast Cash Home Equity Program. Turn your home into your ATM without touching your existing mortgage rate. Cake Fast Cash is fast. Many clients close in 2 weeks, so call Cake today and pay down high-interest cards, free up cash, or fund home upgrades, and you only pay for what you use. Cake Mortgage. Your fresh-baked fast cash loan is ready to enjoy. Call 720-850-0012. That's 720-850-0012. Or visit cakehome.com.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Colorado can count on.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Tune into Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Wednesdays at 9:15 to hear ESPN NFL analyst Dan Orlovsky break down Bo Nix and the Broncos every week during football season. Denver Sports, 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. It's a Bud Light Football Friday. Bud Light, an official beer sponsor of the Denver Broncos. Don't at me, bro. It's time to check your ex.
Why are you stalking me?
No, not that ex.
Twitter, unfollow.
Here's Dover and Cecil to help you swipe, scroll, and screenshot your way through today's top headlines.
Power of social media. I'm on Team Gets It.
Are you? Dude, nice. Cecil Lammy.
Left-handed.
Bucket right
Bank
there.
shot.
Across the room.
Got that bucket.
That was impressive. Are you locked in? What's on your timeline that you want us to know about? You got anything? Share it. At Cecil Lammy, at Joshua Dover on Twitter. Follow along there. If you would like to, we check our X every day, where each of us have a couple tweets to share. I'll start with something that I saw this morning, and it was making its rounds all over Twitter. Got a little media, broadcast rights beef going on. We're all too familiar with that here in the city. You didn't get to watch the Denver Nuggets championship run, and you missed a bunch of great Avalanche hockey because two companies couldn't figure it out as they stuffed their pockets full of money. Now it's happening with ESPN and YouTube. Awful Announcing has a story up about it, and they're talking about ESPN. Scott Van Pelt's tweeting about it. Stephen A. Smith's talking about it. Greeny's talking about it. They're using their biggest stars to help out with this fight, and it's the same thing. And I've been through that.
They're doing the same thing?
Yeah, the same exact thing.
Now, they're asking him to do that, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's not even really an ask. I would imagine it's a requirement on their part.
That's
to share.
pathetic. YouTube doesn't need you, ESPN. YouTube is larger than you, ESPN.
And as somebody tweeted it out, and I have it on my Twitter page because I just hit it with the retweet. Well, the reason they're doing this, ESPN wants YouTube to look like the bad guy. YouTube wants ESPN to look like the bad guy. Back and forth.
We've already done this.
And we've all done this game. But what the person, I'll go to my Twitter, retweeted and said about it is that ESPN, who has now launched more programming on their app, actually doesn't want this partnership. It was Trevor McHugh who tweeted this. Doesn't want the partnership. They want to put more people over on the ESPN app, and a partnership without YouTube forces us to go do that.
Right. Yeah, so a couple of big companies duking it out, but at the end of the day, the fans are the ones that lose.
Yeah, exactly right.
Because if you've paid for YouTube TV and everyone's trying to get by, I mean, everything's expensive. Satellite's expensive, cable's expensive, YouTube TV is everything's expensive. So you're trying to figure out a way and which apps you got and here, over there, and that. But if I get YouTube TV, then I could see everything until ESPN pops up because they want you on their app.
Yep.
So it's
not really about broadcast rights. It's about streaming people in a certain direction.
Where are you going with your streaming interest? And that's where ESPN wants to put you on their app instead of YouTube.
And you're 100% right. The losers are us.
Yeah.
We get screwed with all of this nonsense.
Right.
So.
And it's ESPN trying to God, I could say so much.
Well, maybe they'll hire us someday. Don't say too much.
I ain't looking at ESPN, baby. So it's like, it's just sad and pathetic. They're having their talent do that.
Making their talent do that.
They're making their talent
I've gone
do
through
that.
this at a local level.
Well,
it's not a
and,
can you, it's a you
and
are.
honestly, and I say this lovingly because I got a bunch of friends that had to do that. I thought it was embarrassing for them.
I was embarrassed for myself.
I was embarrassed for you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Last one for me. And now, I don't know how you feel about this, Cecil, but I am a big fan of the corn dog. And today at Sonic, this is not an endorsement deal. I do not get paid by Sonic, although that would be nice to get paid. Sonic Drive-In has a tweet, and they write, "It's time." Can't say it more than that, or I owe people money. 50-cent corn dogs all day long. Get as many as you want, 6 or 7 for 50 cents each. You're going to go crush some corn dogs for 50 cents? I love me a good corn dog. I might have to hit Sonic on my way home before I get home.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you a corn dog guy? You a corn dog consumer?
Well, as someone who grew up in the country and was a rancher and a farmer and been a pig farmer,
you don't
want to
know what
know.
it is.
You don't want to know.
Ignorance
I do
is
not.
Bliss.
I used to love bologna. I don't eat it anymore. Used to love hot dogs. Don't eat them anymore. Like, yeah, once you know how the sausage is made, literally, you're not eating it.
Don't tell me. But please don't ruin corn dogs for me.
Okay, enjoy your corn dog then.
Huge staple in my life. I'll eat one for you.
Oh my God.
What's on the timeline, Cece?
Yeah, what's on my timeline is Sturtsy dressed up like the Joker. Shout out Sturtsy.
Looking awesome.
This is from Rolling Stone, which I'm surprised something in Rolling Stone came across my algorithm. But either way.
They still have a magazine?
Kendrick Lamar's Luther departs the Hot 100, leaving no rap songs in the top 40 for the first time in 35 years. Now, I'm an old head, and I'll talk about, Master P, Make Him Say, I'll talk about All Eyes on Me, double album from Tupac. I'll talk some Kendrick. There's some modern rap that I don't mind, usually that my kids listen to.
On my way in today.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. All Eyes on Me.
Yeah.
So, I'm not anti-new hip-hop guy. I don't think the Suicide Boys are new, but there's a hip-hop group that my son listens to, so I'll listen to.
They're crazy popular.
Yeah, crazy popular and crazy story.
Yeah.
But no rap songs in the top 40 for the first time in 35 years. What's wrong with rap?
I don't know. It's
seriously.
strange. I'm the biggest rap guy. I went 35 years of my life listening to only rap. Like, I don't really mess with anything else. I'd have like classic rock stuff that I grew up listening to, or a little bit of Jesse's Girl when I was grounded and my mom's blaring it as I'm cleaning the walls, that kind of stuff. But I only listened to rap. And then I met Kevin and Stoke, and I started to get into a little bit more country. And now I'm kind of open to everything, but rap is my number one genre. I just think you kind of age out of it at some point in a weird way. Like, I still like it, but I definitely can't relate to it anymore. So I don't know. I think it's just this group aging out and the next group not really picking up the genre yet.
Okay, but is it because the new rap isn't great? We need John Davis. We need John Davis. We need like a bat phone where we just pick it up and John Davis's phone rings and they're like, we're talking hip hop on the fan. So we need to bring in our expert.
That would be,
phone a friend. It's JD, man.
We need to ask JD.
JD, you kidding me? So like, what's wrong with rap?
I bet you he's pissed about
If the new kids aren't picking it up, it's because it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
What's like the most popular genre of music right now?
Probably country.
Country?
Yeah.
Country?
I'd say it's country. Yeah.
Okay. This is, everybody can, it's like, it's relatable. It's so poppy. It's catchy. It's fun to sing along.
It's not country, but yeah.
Well, it's poppy. That's why it's catchy.
Yeah, it's poppy. That's why it's popular. But being popular doesn't mean it's good. I had that argument with Will about Taylor Swift because he's a Swiftie, and I was like, she's really popular. I'm like, yeah, popular doesn't mean it's good. It just means it's popular. Is it catchy? Sure. I can do a thing where I change every word every time I sing. I can do that too. See, I'm Taylor Swift right now. Oh, God,
right.
I'm Taylor Swift. I should stop.
Oh, and you are wearing a cowboy hat.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, good is objective anyway. Like, what I think is good is different than what Kevin thinks is good and what you think is good.
Right.
I mean, we're all kind of the same, so we have the similar interest in things that we like.
Sure.
But, you know what I mean? It's good is objective.
Kev, you've got an old soul. I don't know if you know
do,
that.
Kevin.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, good.
It is.
He's like,
It's
is
very
that good or bad?
Don't you want to mess with people that have old souls?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to tell you guys, Taylor Swift, 4 songs in the top 6.
4 songs?
4 in the top 6?
On the Billboard Top 100. The number 1 country guy is Morgan Wallen, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
And Justin Bieber's still up there.
He makes new music?
I guess.
I didn't even know he had new music.
Daisy's number 7 right now.
That's new?
I guess. Olivia Dean, Leon Thomas.
I don't know these people.
I don't either.
And Taylor Swift's 4 of the 6 are from her new album?
Yes.
Wow.
The Fate of Ophelia.
Okay.
Every Taylor Swift just got mad at me for butchering that. But, yeah, that's number 1 song right now.
Well, she's got to make money to gas up those
Is
jets.
that the song about the Pringles can and Travis Kelce's pants?
I don't think that's the one.
That's
not
didn't
the
make
one?
the top 6.
Oh, okay.
It's number 7. It's number 7 right there. But, I mean, dude, somebody's got to gas up those jets and fly all over the world and leave that carbon footprint all over, so.
And then tell
Keep
us how
singing,
terrible
girl.
we are for driving a gas car.
That's right. Keep
Yeah,
singing,
thanks, Taylor.
girl. Keep doing it.
Love it.
All right, that's what's
How
on.
dare you.
On our X as we check it every day at 11:45. All right, Tribe members, Broncos country. Let's get into it, man. How are we feeling about the Broncos and Texans? What kind of game are we going to see? What are our mile-high moments? We'll tell you. We want to hear yours, and I have some keys to the game to share coming up next.
The Fan Flyaway is back, presented by 303 Law 4040. Save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. To kick off 2026, Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is sending you to Phoenix for the biggest party in golf. Airfare, hotel tickets, and $500 in spending money, all included. Head to thefanflyaway.com to register. That's thefanflyaway.com. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Happy Friday to you, fellas. Happy Halloween. What are you doing tonight? You taking the kids out trick-or-treating after a long work week? Or are you going to be too tired and get stuck on the couch? That's no way to live your life, especially on a day like this. You shouldn't use all your energy at work. It's work, and work stinks. You're supposed to live life, but if you're dealing with low testosterone levels, you probably don't have much energy or juice to hang with the fam, the kids, the crew, after work or on the weekends. But do something about that. If you're in your mid-30s, early 40s like I am, you just start to lose some of your testosterone production, about 2 to 3% every single year. So you know what I did about it? I went to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. I took their low T quiz, took me 2 minutes, and then I set up my first appointment. Went into Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. They drew my blood, had results in about 30 minutes. The Colorado licensed medical provider gave me a couple options. One was to sign up for testosterone treatment right there on the spot. I did it, and they waived my first appointment fee. I saved my $100, I got my first booster, and in 2 weeks, I started to recognize a difference. And here I am a couple of years later, feeling like a brand new man. Energy is up, sleeping through the night, and by the way, the sex drive, I feel like I'm 21 again. All of that has to do with your testosterone levels. So don't chalk it up to being an old dude. Live your life, get your T levels right, and I promise you'll feel a difference at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Advent Health is Littleton's home for highly specialized, life-changing heart care. From preventive screenings to personalized treatment options, it's heartfelt care from expert hands. The Advent Health Heart and Vascular Institute is now open, ready to provide wholehearted care for your whole health.
You could save thousands of dollars on the products your business uses the most with the Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred Pricing. Registering is free and easy. Just have your tax ID or business or contractor's license ready. But don't wait. The current preferred pricing benefit will end on November 15th. Visit your local Pro Desk to register now and unlock the deepest savings on the products you choose.
Dan Jacobs with 303 Law 4040 with just a friendly tip here. I like to remind people that they never want to be gambling that the person that hits them has good insurance. So I want you to take a look at your insurance policies. Check and make sure that you have 2 things. One's called MedPay coverage. You want to make sure you have that. And then also UM/UIM coverage. This will protect you in case you get into an accident and the person that hits you doesn't have good insurance. If you have any questions, just give me a call. 303-LAW-4040. That's 303-LAW-4040.
What's going on, everybody? Philip Lindsay here. And last year, I went a little rogue and dropped a discount code from our friends at Hermes Worldwide. And you guys used it so much, they almost got mad at me. Well, I'm feeling a little spicy again this season. So I'm bringing it back, baby. You can get 30% off your ride to the game with Hermes Worldwide for your entire season. All you have to do is mention the code PL30. Again, mention PL30 when you book your luxury transportation to Empower Field. And contact Hermes Worldwide at 303-577-7600 or visit ridehermes.com/DenverSports. Go Broncos!
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
Looking to sell your used Rolex watch? We buy and sell pre-owned Rolex watches, all styles from old to new. Hi, I'm Scott Matthew with Matthews Fine Watches and Jewelry. Bring in your Rolex watch and we will buy it on the spot. Matthews, located in Highlands Ranch, serving Colorado since 1951.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with Alaska Anchorage in Game 1 with pregame starting at 6:30. Saturday morning on 104.3 HD2, Air Force football faces Army with pregame starting at 9:30. Then on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with Alaska Anchorage in Game 2 with pregame starting at 5:30.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at WistaraCU.com.
It's a Bud Light Football Friday. Bud Light, an official beer sponsor of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Dover and Cecil.
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got to do.
Today's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday!
On a Halloween Friday, a Bud Light Football Friday.
Feels good.
Ah, that feels real good. Real good. Dover and Cecil hanging with you for a couple more hours. We're into our third quarter as we'll play 4 every single day. We're hanging out until 2 o'clock. We'll get out of the way at 2 o'clock when the drive takes over, and the boys, they're on the road today. So go hang with the crew over in Skippy's, at Skippy's in Aurora. Go kick it with the guys. They'll be there from 2 to 6 and getting you ready for a big football weekend. You can, go tell them who's going to win. Take photos with Phil. Ask Zach about his MVP performance at the media game. All that fun stuff. Go hang out with the fellas. Love when they're out and about and get to talk to the folks that call the Fan home for their sports talk. So that's what they will be. We'll be here until 2 o'clock. Chance for you guys to start to call your shot. On the RamosLaw.com text line and over on the YouTube stream, just search Denver Sports on YouTube. Click the Dover and Cecil stream and you're in. And the RamosLaw.com text line is another outlet for you to hit us up. 303-713-1043 there. Make sure you put your name on your text when you call your shot with your Mile High moment so we can tell the world how right you were on Friday. Cease, want to get into early feelings, some keys to the game for this one. But a real quick look at the injury report for the Denver Broncos. Dre Greenlaw's ready to go. He was telling the media yesterday, right, that he can play as many snaps as they would like. You said this earlier, limited players from yesterday's practice. PJ Locke is one of those. He's a depth piece, so, not that he's not important, but he's not a key piece for what they have right now. You hope he's okay and can be available. But Alex Forsyth, no designation on Wednesday, and then a limited designation on Thursday.
Right.
He's dealing with an ankle injury. Did you learn anything about his ankle in the locker room?
Anytime that you have injury that pops up on a Thursday, that's not a good sign.
No, it's not.
I mentioned that with the Texans with Woody Marks. It just happened now on IR with Travis Hunter in Jacksonville. So if you're Wednesday and you're not on the injury report and all of a sudden Thursday something pops up, that's not great, Bob. So with Forsyth, what would they do if they had any sort of injury with Luke Wattenberg? Because Forsyth's your backup center. I don't want to get into that. Too many possibilities. But, yeah, the Broncos are a little bit more banged up than they have been in recent years. Hey, Sean, shh. Stop talking about how you're so injury-free, please. Football gods don't look at that very kindly.
Yeah, the football gods are like, okay, we'll mark that one and remember it later when he said it late last year. So, yeah, you hope that he's able to go. We'll know, what is it, like that 4 o'clock hour on Fridays when you get that last report and get game designation. So we should know a little later. Like I said, the boys on the drive will be able to give you that information. Marvin Mims, he was a DMP and has been for 2 straight weeks. Nate Atkins and PS2 got the same designation, but we know what it is with them. And it's almost the same thing. See, so you get concussion, DMP, it's leading to an out. Like 99% out is what we'll learn about Marvin Mims today. And our buddy Mike Kliss was tweeting about it, the fact that he hasn't practiced, going to be difficult to make it to that game Sunday, and he goes back to what led to this. Marvin Mims shouldn't have even been on the field. It's miscommunication on a substitution package, and it's not like Marvin can not run out there because then you don't have enough guys on the field.
You're right.
He's the one that has to catch the ball, so they'll clean that up. It just stinks that it's going to cost Marvin Mims a game.
Yeah, and it stinks out there without him because of what he can do in terms of being a dangerous weapon on offense. Not just special teams, but on offense as well. He's just starting to emerge, and they're just starting to do a little bit more. I want to see more, but first and foremost, get over your brain bruise.
Yeah, you're important to football and to the Denver Broncos, but your brain is more important than all of those
Than
things.
anything else,
So,
yes.
yeah, take care of that first and foremost. And then as far as the game goes, Cecil, is there anything that you watched, read, did some film study on last night that may suggest this isn't what we've suggested it will be all week, which is a one-score football game with the winner scoring no more than 24 points?
I like the business attitude, so I'm not going to say it's anything I observed. It's just kind of a feel around that locker room. They're having fun, but they're definitely not reading the headlines. We're on this win streak. We're the best. Like, there's none of that out there. I do think some of the reporters are getting that way a little bit, getting too far in front of things here. But I feel the Broncos, the players in that locker room, know they've got a quality team in front of them.
The reporters like, we've been reporting so hard, we're going to kill these guys.
Well, and the Broncos are so good now. Everyone's shocked by this start. Don't be shocked, just no ball, right? I had them at the bye as, they would be 8-3 at the bye. They have a chance to be 9-2.
They do.
So go out there, make the most of your chances, and go win these games against these tough opponents because the doubters and the naysayers, they're always going to be there, man. So go out and have some fun. Play some good football. This is a good football team. It's well coached. Perform like it, and you'll win.
All right, I want to go over my keys to the game. Then I want to get all of our mile-high moments. Cecil, me, Kevin.
Is Kevin going first so he doesn't steal everybody's?
We'll see. Let me get through my keys, and we'll see where you're at,
Okay.
Kevin, with your long list of keys to the game. He got here early just so we could start his list. I got here. I'm like, Kevin's already here? He's
You want my
writing
keys to
stuff
the
down.
game or just mile high moments?
Mile high moments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said it too.
'Cause I got
Moments.
keys too.
Plural there, plural for Kevin. We'll get to those. I want to start with some keys here. Balance is number one, Cecil. We've been calling for it all year long, and we actually got it. Sean delivered a week ago with 29 passes versus 28 runs, which turned out to be Sean's best game plan all year, and they scored 44 points with 6 touchdowns, all of them coming from players under the age of 26 years old. So I really like that. I'd love it to be 29-28. I'd love it to be an even 50-50, 30-30 if they're going to run 60 offensive plays, but that's not realistic, and I got to try to be as realistic as I can. So give me a healthy split where the pass number does not exceed 7 more pass attempts than rush attempts. And I'm going to include the Bo Nix rush attempts in here because I know how much it means to you with your keys to the game coming up later, and I subscribe to that theory. I think you're right about that with Bo Nix. So give me a balanced game plan that does not have Bo can't be throwing the ball 40 times and there's 30 rush attempts.
Right.
It needs to be within 7 to go beat the Houston Texans.
Yeah, and 7's fair. You could
That's
say
actually
5.
a lot, yeah.
You could say 5 and be really fair in terms of balance. It doesn't have to be exactly 50-50. It's not going to be exactly 50-50. And some of those short passes can be substitute runs. But I think 7 is quite generous, and it should be that. It needs to be that for the Broncos to be able to win this one.
Well, and again, if they want to win the time of possession battle, it probably should be below 7. The discrepancy between
let's
pass
look
and
at
rush.
it from the apophatic view. What are the Texans thinking? We got to keep Bo Nix off the field.
Yeah.
We have a really good defense, but let's limit him by us running the ball. Nico Collins is back. Christian Kirk in the slot is back. So the Texans themselves might be having a defensive plan that includes limiting the amount of reps for one Bo Nix.
That's key number 1. Key number 2, it has everything to do with Bo Nix. I need to see a comfortable Bo Nix in the pocket. That will lead to rhythm and throwing the ball off of a platform, back foot planted, put a little zip on that thing, trust the pocket, climb the ladder, let those routes develop, work on getting through more than 1 or 2 progressions. If the pocket does collapse, you have a little bit of time when you step up for a veteran guy like Cortland Sutton to realize what's happening, turn around, come back to the line of scrimmage, towards the line of scrimmage, and make himself available for his quarterback. Bo was as comfortable as I have seen him last week against the Cowboys. Their defense stinks. That's not the case with the Texans, but up front, they can't get any pressure. What was it, the 5th least pressures in the entire NFL up to this point is the Texans. Their strength is on the back end. And as good as they are on the back end, if you're asking anybody to cover Cortland Sutton, Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin, Evan Ingram I'll throw in here because I'm hoping he's going to be a big part of this. Can they do it for a second and a half, 2 seconds? Yeah, they probably could. Can they do it for 4 or 5? No, they cannot. And I think there'll be multiple moments in this game where that's the kind of time that Bo Nix has to throw the ball.
And look at what Kurt Warner said about Bo Nix earlier this season, which is completely true. It's the fact that Bo was hurrying things himself when he didn't need to. Why was his footwork off? Because he was ahead with his feet. Your feet lead your eyes. And when you watch a quarterback, just watch where his feet are. His eyes are going to follow. You're never going to turn your head and then turn your body. Your body's always going to show where your eyes are going. So feet lead the eyes, and Bo was just too skittish. His feet were too fast, so then by the time he got there, he was throwing it too soon because his progressions were off. His timing was off. That's the beautiful thing. Why do I go Snowball from Clerks whenever I talk about this? Beautiful, man. It's such a beautiful thing about this game of football because of the timing that's necessary on all parts. The blocking, the quarterback, the routes run. Make sure Bo's comfortable. You're going to have great timing.
Well, and it's weird, too, because you always talk about the game slowing down for guys. And then you say, hey, Bo's moving too fast. It's not that, because I still think the game has slowed down for him. But as you said, it's just weird that the problem is him being too fast instead of the game coming at him too fast. If he were to just, I think he'd be sitting so pretty right now.
And isn't when you go, you're comfortable?
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, and key number 3, I don't want him to get a trade and then this guy get boxed out the rest of the season. I'm not ready to give up on Evan Ingram yet. He was the big offseason acquisition, and now with a slow start, and it's his fault. Couldn't get on the field early, and then even when he was on the field, it was very minimum, and maybe that had to do with health and things he was dealing with, but he was still on the field, and we always say if you take the jersey, you no longer get the excuse of an injury. I think it's time for an Evan Ingram breakout game. What does that look like? Well, we can talk about that, but the Texans beat the Niners last week. The Niners' only 2 touchdowns, the only success they found against this tough Texans defense was from the tight end position. 2 tight end scores a week ago against these Texans. That's why Evan Ingram needs to be a threat in the middle of the field. Those little quick releases. I know he's not the blocking tight end, but just that little chip, enough to make that safety play back rather than up. And then he gets a free release to drag across the middle of the field, and he has to make someone miss. He's great at stopping and catching the football. make one person miss and run up the sideline for 50 yards like we saw in the dang preseason of Evan Ingram breaking out. I think this is a must game for Evan Ingram if the Broncos want to have some success, and I think he answers the bell.
I think I can guess your mile high moment then.
My mile high moment, it is. It's a big Evan Ingram game, but specifically a moment where it's a big touchdown, where it's tight, it's tied, it's late.
Okay.
It's a third down, and they need something, and Evan Ingram finds the back of the end zone. What was it, a couple weeks ago? Middle of the field. He gets hit, puts his hand down to keep balance, and then falls into the end zone. That's kind of what I'm talking about. It's not a 50-yard, oh my gosh kind of moment, but it's they needed someone, he answered it. That's what I'm looking for. Mile high moment is it's Evan Ingram's time to shine.
That's a hat tip to you, kind sir. Kev, did you have that one on your list?
I'm sorry, Kevin.
Yeah,
I was just rolling.
Cross that one off.
Crossing it off. He's got everything. He's thought of everything.
He has.
You have not thought of I have not thought about how to learn how to speak English, much to Amanda's chagrin. You have not ever thought of my mile high moment today. I've got the only one.
I bet you I have it written down.
I bet you don't.
We'll say it on 3.
What do you got, Cease?
I got a Trent Sherfield touchdown.
Whoa. Kevin,
yes. I wanted to. No, you did not have that. I wanted to go with the Mercedes Lewis touchdown, right? Just assuming that Mercedes would get out there, be the oldest tight end and all that. But Trent Sherfield's going to play more without Marvin Mims. And the way that you beat the Houston Texans is you run out of trips formation. You have 3 wide receivers. You have 1 tight end, 1 running back. One of those receivers can be Trent Sherfield, right? And that's where you sneak up on him. You're expecting Pat Bryant to do something based on last week. You're expecting Troy Franklin to do something based on last week. I think Trent Sherfield gets one this week. So give me an anytime Trent Sherfield touchdown.
I might lean
No, I'm not talking about. I invest for real. I don't do the fake investment.
I might be investing in Trent Sherfield.
I'm not going to poker games with NFL players, allegedly or whatever.
I like that a lot. That's really out of the box, but your reasoning is spot on because we saw this in training camp. Him kind of fill that spot when it was somebody out for a play, another player out for a series. It was Trent Sherfield that was filling that void.
Yeah.
So I really like that.
Get me a Trent Sherfield touchdown this week.
That's a good one right there.
And Kev did not have that one.
There's no way you were thinking about
What's the one
Trent
you
Sherfield?
have to pick?
It was right there. Well, I'll go to my 14th option here. I think I like both of your guys' things. I think this is going to be such a tight game that weird things are going to happen, like a Trent Sherfield or a touchdown. I have Abrams Drain getting the game-winning interception to close this thing out.
So not like a pick six, just to seal the deal.
Just seal the deal.
Okay.
Seal the deal. He's playing for Patrick Surtain. He seals the deal for us.
I like that. See, both of you guys are kind of unique. Not the normal character that you would pick for a mile-high moment. I like that a lot. I like that.
Just because you are a character doesn't mean you have
That's
character.
exactly right. You asked Sean Pendergrass earlier when we had him on. We'll reset some of that. But you asked about Woody Marks.
Yeah.
This is a rookie that's kind of coming on strong. We know they're without Joe Mixon, who was supposed to be a big part
That's why
of what
they
they were
signed
gonna
Nick
do.
Chubb.
And they go get Nick Chubb, which led to the J.K. Dobbins, at least, initial conversation.
Who got the better back? The Broncos with J.K. or the Texans with Nick Chubb?
It's not even close.
It's not even close.
JK.
And I think Nick Chubb, when he was at his best before all these injuries, he's the best running back in football. And now he's just kind of broken. But as Sean said, you block him for 4, he's going to get you 4. You block him for 4 with J.K., he's going to get you 7. So I think there is a big difference between those two signings, and it was the Chubb deal that propelled the Broncos to seal the deal with one J.K. Dobbins. So, yeah, and watch out. Woody Marks has out-touched Nick Chubb over the last 2 games.
And he's listed as questionable right now.
Yeah, calf injury, and it popped up, much like Alex Forsythe. He's fine Wednesday. Thursday, he gets hurt in practice.
So then it would be Chubb and Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce was a decent name for a year.
Yeah, he was
or so.
all right. He was all right.
But that's a huge advantage for the Denver Broncos. Because you mentioned it to Woody Marks, not only could he hurt you out of the backfield,
right?
That linebacker matchup that we're concerned about,
Yes.
that's where they could take advantage of the Broncos.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, if Woody Marks got you on a play, okay, you know what I mean? Like, don't let Nico Collins get you. Christian Kirk should be taken care of by Jaquan McMillan. Any tight end that they trot out there, probably Harrison Bryant, probably going to get taken care of just no matter the fact it's Harrison Bryant, you know. So where are your threats at? Woody Marks would have been a threat Nico Collins is a threat. They may be without Woody Marks, so you're dealing with a team that's good, well-coached, disciplined. They just don't have the weapons that you have on offense.
Yeah, and like I said, if they do find some success, the Broncos offense inside the 20s, once they get in the red zone, I feel if they get into the red zone, a field goal minimum, but I think the Broncos can score every single time they get in the red zone. Can you get there more often than not becomes the biggest question.
It's touchdowns or field goals, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
touchdowns
yeah.
or field goals. Points put on the board when they're in the red zone at 100% clip, but you have to get into the red zone.
Hey, I'm okay with not punting. You know what I think about punters.
Yeah, that they wasted a 6th-round draft pick on one.
Crawshaw's been fine.
Yeah, but you didn't
should have been a
pick him.
Ronnie
Yeah,
Gadsden. You know, should have been. We can do that dance all day long.
He's a good punter, but to pick a punter with a draft pick is something that I would never do.
Well, let's just say not everybody does it.
Yeah, like nobody does it. George Payton does it, and that's pretty much it. All right, a few mile-high moment texts that I want to get to. Let me tell you about our fan flyaway being back. Thanks to 303-LAW-4040. First, you want to save that number in your phone. This time, we're sending a lucky listener, possibly you, and a guest to Phoenix in February for the biggest party in golf. If you win this thing, and we want someone from the tribe to win it just so we could talk more crap to the other shows, you're going to win 2 tickets to Saturday's round at TPC Scottsdale, round-trip airfare for you and your guest from Denver, 2 nights hotel stay, and a little walking around money with $500 in your pocket. For more information and to get registered, go to thefanflyaway.com. If you've entered into a previous flyaway contest, you're already registered for this one because once you sign up for a fan flyaway, you're automatically entered into all future fan flyaways. We'll take care of it for you. Someone is texting in that Kevin took their mile-high moment, so I like that. Stealing his bit right there.
Whoa, okay.
Really good work. And then Dylan from North Denver, although we prefer to call you Dylon. He says he's keeping residents pest-free at Colorado Pest Management. Appreciate that, Dylon. Shout out to the tribe for getting me through my workday. Right back at you. You do the same for us. His mile-high moment, and this is a true listener, he writes, Patrick Sean Payton will be looking fresh, sporting a pair of orange slacks on the sideline. Remember he said he didn't wear the throwback
The throwbacks because the slacks.
it didn't match right.
Yeah.
And the multiple different blues that you guys see that I don't see. He said if it were orange, he would have rocked it. They're going to wear the throwbacks in 6 days against the Raiders, aren't they?
I believe so, yes.
So shouldn't Sean be wearing the orange slacks not this week, but Thursday when they kick off week 10?
He should be, yes.
So Dylon's right. I think he's just 6 days early.
Okay. Hey, you can have mile-high moments. I got a mile-high moment. We're going to be broadcasting from a parade.
I like that.
Broncos, Nuggets,
February
and
and
Avs.
June. Yeah, let's
Oh,
double
yeah.
dip on that.
Yeah, man.
I think Sean would act. If Sean came out in the Raiders game in the throwback D, orange pants, and a visor that Kevin's been calling for,
Yeah.
the Broncos are winning by 1 million.
Broncos
And
by
it's
1
the
million.
Raiders.
Book it.
And it's the Raiders.
Yeah, and it's the Raiders. You
Both
don't lose in that gear. We have full if we're at a parade, if we're broadcasting for a parade, we have full forgiveness for everything that's done and said during that show, right? I mean, it's just kind of a given. If you have a parade, don't shake your head no. If you have a parade, then we can drink whatever we'd like. We can,
have a
partake
stogie.
with whatever
Right.
we'd like, smoke whatever we'd like, right?
I feel like it's a
It's a parade. I mean,
Yeah.
we're there, and we happen to have microphones.
I feel like it's more of a ask for forgiveness after thing. Right?
I think it's more like
We're getting the stare down right now.
Either somebody needs to do their laundry or somebody's having a party. That's what that is.
I had a lot of fun at the last parade.
Okay.
A lot of fun.
I would like to have a lot of fun at a parade with you this year.
February. Well, it's Denver, so it would be nice still.
Yeah.
They'd wait for a nice day.
Even if it was cold,
You warm me up a
a
little?
little cowboy medicine warm you up.
Calvin from Kentucky. We have 2 exceptions from Kentucky. It's Big E and it's Calvin here. Kevin has every Broncos jersey scoring in the game. Every Broncos jersey, number-wise, you have it as your mile-high moment, says Calvin. Is that how you write it down?
No.
You just go in order?
Just go through the roster?
I start with Bo Nix, 500 yards, 5 touchdowns. Bo Nix, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Okay.
I got every scenario. Like Sean's got his playbook. It's like 3rd and long. He's got like 8 plays.
Yeah.
That's what I got here.
One of my
6
favorites.
too many for Sean.
One of my favorites in YouTube, Thunderbuns 77. I don't know. What are Thunder Buns? But Thunder Buns says, who else is marathoning spooky movies today? One of my
that's
Halloween
great.
traditions, especially with the kids grown up and moved out, is just like rolling through scary movies.
Do you have like a movie or just
I watched
whatever?
The Proposal last night, and it scared me. But
I don't know what that one is.
The Sandra Bullock. You don't like Sandra Bullock?
I like her. I don't know about her movies.
Ryan Reynolds?
I don't know that one. I'm sorry.
You don't help the bit when you're like, hey, Star Wars. Nah, The Proposal. Like, huge movie, like 15 years ago.
I missed me. I don't know.
You missed that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about like Chucky or Poltergeist or
Well,
something.
I'm just saying last night that movie
Oh,
scared me.
okay,
Then
okay.
Tonight I'll be watching something else. No devil movies, though. I don't do devil stuff.
You don't?
Exorcist, none like that. I'll take your slasher movies, whatever. Those are fine. Nothing, no Conjuring, no nothing like
So
that.
I told you I've been having trouble sleeping. And
yeah, don't watch devil movies then.
Have you ever? You probably haven't. The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
No, God, no. I would never watch. This trailer scared me.
Scared the crap out of me back in the day, and I couldn't remember the right time. But at 3:24 this morning, I woke up, and I go downstairs so I don't wake up Kelsey and our lovely wiener dog Bruce, and it was 3:24, and the first thing that popped into my head was the Exorcism of Emily Rose, because in that
Why?
movie they say that the witching hour.
It's 3 a.m.
It starts at 3:07 a.m.
Oh,
and I was
okay.
like, and I just woke up at 3:24 a.m. So I start like, if anyone's here, I start doing that kind of stuff, and then I definitely couldn't go back to sleep. So it's like 4:45, and I'm like, I guess I'm just up for the day.
I'm just here we go. Let's start drinking coffee, huh?
So yeah, Exorcism of Emily Rose popped into my head.
Well,
at
maybe you
3:24.
shouldn't watch scary movies if you're having trouble sleeping. I got something for that, by the way.
Yeah,
Mike Evans might be not having any trouble sleeping tonight.
Let's hit a quick timeout. We got a chance to check in with Sean Pendergrass from Sports Radio 610 down in Houston earlier. He told us about C.J. Stroud bouncing back, and he told us about this Texans defense where the Broncos might be able to take advantage. Let's reset some of those highlights coming up next.
Can the Broncos offense stay red hot against the Texans? How will Vance Joseph handle the absence of Patrick Surtain? We'll break it all down in the Fan Football pregame show. Live on game day starting at 9 a.m. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Makita knows that pros never settle, and neither do we. With Makita, you get tools that perform at the highest level on every job without compromise. Makita is for the most detailed pros, expertly engineered to deliver precision, job after job. When your work calls for the best, call on Makita. Makita, built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Samantha Flanagan here for Flanagan Law. Think a fender bender can't cause serious injuries? Think again. Many significant injuries don't show symptoms immediately. I've seen it. Protect your rights. Look for the Shamrock. Go with Flanagan Law. Online at flanagan.law.
Another summer is ended, and you may have noticed that your energy is lower, your workouts aren't as productive, perhaps you aren't sleeping as well and feel foggy all the time. Maybe even your sex drive is off. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. And if you're experiencing some or all of these symptoms, it's likely you have low testosterone. And if that's what's going on with you, don't wait. You need to call us at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic and get treated for your low T. Because living with low testosterone is no way to live. With our low T treatments, if you're like most guys, your life will change considerably. Improved sleep, better energy, greater gains in the gym, better mental clarity, and your sex drive will likely improve as well. Plus, most men see these results in just a few weeks. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes PSA and T-test and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Xfinity, and the other day I'm over at a friend's place. He's pumped to watch football, but his setup, total mess.
lagging, buffering, switching between apps, trying to find a game. He claimed to be a big fan, but I feel like I was being fan-fished. See, if you call yourself a football fan, you gotta have Xfinity. It's the ultimate sports destination. I could find the best games and my favorite teams all in one place. And the way I watch, well, it's next level. It's the perfect fan flex. I've got all the action right in my living room, plus Xfinity's best picture and sound with enhanced 4K, so clear it feels like I'm in the stadium. Sometimes I've got 4 games going on at once. Why? Because why not? On top of that, I get real-time notifications, live stats right on my TV. It's the best seat in the house every single time. Next game day, make sure that big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Multi-view requires Xfinity 4K cable TV box.
I dared Archwell Health to keep track of my vitals and my grandkids' names.
I dared Archwell Health to simplify my prescriptions, so Max and I have more time to play. Good boy.
And I dared Archwell Health to be closer than my neighborhood coffee shop.
Our members dared us to do more as a primary care provider for adults age 60 and up. So we made it our mission. Visit archwellhealth.com and become a member today. Archwell Health. We dare to care.
Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit organization, develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, TU hockey skates with Alaska Anchorage in Game 1 with pregame starting at 6:30. Saturday morning on 104.3 HD2, Air Force football faces Army with pregame starting at 9:30. Then on 104.3 HD3, TU hockey skates with Alaska Anchorage in Game 2 with pregame starting at 5:30.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at wisteracu.com.
It's a Bud Light Football Friday. Bud Light, an official beer sponsor of the Denver Broncos. Here's Dover and Cecil.
Broncos and Texans coming up on Sunday. Remember, it's 11 a.m. An 11 a.m. kickoff down there at NRG Stadium. This game's going to be on Fox. And like I said, they'll kick this thing off right at 11 a.m. So make sure your honeydews are done and you're locked in, loaded, ready to go for this 11 a.m. kickoff. See, so we got a chance to talk to Sean Pendergast of 610 down in Houston and picked his brain on who these Texans are. One of the questions we asked was about Bo Nix, and we didn't really lead him into this. It just kind of happened organically, which was very nice because just a few minutes earlier and then part of yesterday's show, you had talked about Bo's legs needing to be a part of this game plan.
Oh, yeah.
Needing to be a big
sure.
part of this game plan. And if they're successful using Bo as a rusher, they'd probably win this football game. And then our guest, Sean, talked exactly about that, how dangerous the Broncos offense could be if Bo gets it going on the ground.
Bo Nix's ability to improvise and get out of the pocket and do things with his legs, I think that's concerning. If you're the Texans, they got to be disciplined in how they rush him. And the fact that he does have, a lot of throws in his bag. He's not, not always the most accurate with it from my perspective. But some of those throws in the Cowboys game on Sunday, my God, like just absolutely, dropping it in the bucket in the back of the end zone, things like that. He's good. And if they win, it's going to be, I said this today on our show, if Bo Nix has one of those games where he's got like 5 scrambles for like 52 yards or something like that, I think the Texans probably lose this game because those are going to be instances where he's moving the chains and he's converting third downs.
So you got to convert the third downs, moving the chains. You keep your team on the field, win the time of possession game, as we've noted. It's so important this week against the Texans. A question for us to debate a little bit. So when he breaks the pocket and he can make something with his legs that's
right.
impromptu, not a designed one, which I know you're calling for some of those too. Is it hey, when he breaks the pocket, you don't have to worry about the comeback, what's happening downfield, you're immediately tucking and running? Or is it break the pocket, you're slowly getting away from the pressure, keeping your head up downfield to throw the football? Or is it immediate, I'm breaking the pocket, I'm going north?
Well, it's break the pocket, go north, because if they play shell concept, no one's back's going to be turned. If they keep everything in front of you, and if they're deep enough, provided, and maybe on the outside their backs are turned, but like your shots that you would take, you take off to run, and the defense sucks up and reacts to you like, yeah, but those guys, you're not going to have anyone breaking open because they won't lose track of who they're covering based on what they like to do is just play a dome shell coverage and let everything happen in front of them and then go rally to the ball. Sometimes that as a runner, sometimes that's as a passer. So for me, when he makes that decision, there is no hesitation. There is no mercy. Just go kill him with your legs, man.
I mean, especially if you break the pocket and you see 6-7 yards of grass, well, go take that and set up 3rd and 3.
Right.
2nd and 2, whatever the situation
Well, that
may
first
be.
J.K. Dobbins carry that went for 7 yards last week, and you got 2nd and 3. Like, yeah, 2nd and 3s are real nice. Real nice.
Yes, it is. That's exactly what they need out of this offensive game plan coming up today. All right, well, what if the Texans decide to get after Bo Nix a little bit? Now, I think this would be a mistake on their part. Bo can handle the blitz. He's very good at not taking sacks. And then talking about what we were just saying, hey, you blitz Bo Nix and the first guy misses, or he sees it pre-snap, rolls to his right, scrambles to his left, and gets rid of that, I think you're setting yourself up to be in some trouble. You asked Bo this question on Wednesday. Kind of told him about his numbers against the blitz. Bo talking about those numbers.
There's definitely a little bit more that we got to bring. We got to execute at a higher level, and they're not going to give us much, so we have to literally go out there and be aggressive and, take the things that we're going to be able to get. But, they're one of the top defenses for a reason. They do a good job of limiting you to points, and they force some turnovers, and so we got to do a good job with the ball and move the chains and, create some longer drives and then score when we have the opportunity.
That's what he's talking about against this top NFL defense. Then, all right, now, Bo, what about the blitz?
Well, I didn't know that, but that's good. That's probably a sign of efficiency, but I think it's all about just the awareness, knowing, your hots, knowing your outlets, knowing how to protect yourself. Usually when they blitz, they're bringing one more and not having as many in coverage, so there's a few more windows out there. But also you got to have guys like myself that are finding windows, finding alleys in the defense that are getting open, catching the ball, and then getting yards after the catch. So it's kind of a group thing. It's picking up the pressure. It's running good routes. It's catching it. It's completing passes, and it's good to work against the blitz. Maybe teams won't blitz us as much, and then play more straight-up coverage. But I think you go into a game and you probably get the same amount of pressures, and sometimes it's a little bit more, and it's just usually a flavor of the week, and different DCs do different things. But it's good that we've prepared well for the blitz, and we're ready for it.
See, and I like that, too. I like that he's aware of how much it changes what a defensive coordinator is going to do.
Right.
Because it's VJ said it earlier, and we can talk about it again later. Like, hey, yeah, the natural thing is a young guy, he struggled a little bit, throw everything at him. Well, if you are slowing it down a little bit, you're leaving something open one-on-one. And what has Sean and Bo talked about really for 2 years? Where's the mismatch? How do we take advantage of it? Bo's really good at that.
And get there as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And they'll adjust accordingly because they're not going to blitz him.
Exactly.
So you're going to play straight-up football. And Bo Nix can beat you in straight-up football, especially with time. Bo Nix's greatest ally is time. You give him time in the pocket, he's going to find that open guy.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Our boy Rob from Cortez.
What up, Rob?
He's got his mile-high moment. Another 100-yard rushing day for JK. And, oh, wow. This is dope, Rob. Another 100-yard rushing day for JK. And JK throws a touchdown.
Whoa.
To Bo Nix. Rob Cortez is getting a little crazy. Rob from Cortez.
That was number 3 on my list.
You got Bo catching a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's a safe
of course,
plan right there.
And I thought RJ... they're trying to set up a trick play for RJ.
Oh,
to do
you
that.
said that a couple weeks
ago. They tried
ago.
that last week.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, RJ, former quarterback, it's coming. That trick play is coming. I'm not sure if it's this week, but that's a good mile-high moment.
Yeah. Yeah, you wonder where Sean, would this be the kind of game? Well, with Sean, who freaking knows? But like, hey, this defense is so tight. It's not a gotcha kind of moment. Like, this doesn't seem like the kind of game where Sean would try to break out the trick plays. The flea flicker.
It's Sean. You never know. You never know. How's Sean feeling? How many lattes has he had? You fall back, so it's not an early game, but it is an early game. So, it's Sean Payton. Anything can happen. I called for a Trent Sherfield touchdown, for the love of God. So, I think anything could. I'm not putting anything past Sean Payton this week or any week.
The other thing that's happening on the text line, I don't know what's going on over on YouTube right now, but people are telling us what scary movies we should watch.
Yes.
Someone suggests the new It TV series. They also write very gory. Are you out on gory stuff?
I read It when I was in 6th grade.
Wow.
Yeah. So I would possibly enjoy that. Possibly you. So, yeah, I like that. And we're getting a lot of, I guess the new Predator It's good if we're going to consider Predator like a horror movie. People are talking about, like, watch zombie movies. Yeah, I watch Walking Dead, you know, or at least I did until Carl got killed. Spoiler alert. Because he doesn't get killed in the comics. Spoiler alert.
Oh, he doesn't?
No. The last issue of Walking Dead is cool because Michonne is now a judge.
Michonne's the coolest.
Michonne's Kowalski analysis.
What?
So she's a judge, and Carl has to go to trial because he hurt a zombie.
Oh, zombies have rights?
It becomes like against the law. This is fast forwarded to the future.
Okay.
And it's against the law to hurt a zombie. They're just kind of like roam around and they're fenced in or whatever.
Huh. So they got soft in that world too, huh? Real life scenarios going on.
Somebody got offended, you know? That zombie has rights.
I'm a big zombie guy.
Okay.
I still haven't seen 28. What is the new
28
one?
days.
Years
28,
later?
Yeah, 28 years.
years. I kind of want to see that.
Mhm.
I was a huge Walking Dead person too, and then Carl dies, I cry, and then I'm like, I'm out on this.
Right.
Glenn, and
The Glenn
ultimately
thing,
leaves, like-
yeah, I knew that was coming because it's issue 100 in the comics, and it was disturbing to watch. I've only watched that episode one time.
That was in the tank or whatever, right? If I remember correctly, they're in Atlanta. It's been a minute. Since
No, that's the very first episode.
Oh, that's right.
When Glenn
That's
gets his
right. Yeah. That's it.
Lucille comes
Yeah,
to see him.
That's
so,
right. That's right.
That's disturbing.
That's a good.
I don't
movie.
want to see that.
That's good stuff right there. That's the kind of zombie stuff that I am.
Yeah,
into.
but give us good Halloween movies. What are you binging tonight? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's
that's
a nice little tradition.
Mile high moment from Brendan checking in on the RamosLaw.com text line. This is badass, Brendan. 7 sacks on C.J. Stroud. 7 of those things.
Whoa.
For the Broncos. Remember, if Benito gets 2, he's at 10, and he's the first Bronco since Vaughn to have back-to-back double-digit sacks. So maybe 2 of those come from Nick Benito, Brendan, and we're all feeling good about who he is. All right, Cecil, I want to look around the football world a little bit by talking about the big games in the NFL. Handful of those, obviously, look at what the rest of the AFC West is doing, and a couple of games in the college slate that we want to chat about. Plus, the Buffs. Is it their last winnable game this year? Let's answer that next.
The Broncos are hitting the road for a showdown with Houston. Kick your football Sunday off in style with Denver Game Day. Powered by Common Spirit Health, official healthcare partner of the Denver Broncos. Live on Game Day starting at 7 a.m. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Veterans Day is a moment where we express gratitude towards the folks who have served on our behalf, our veterans. And Navy Federal Credit Union celebrates veterans of all branches and their families on Veterans Day and every day of the year. They serve over 2 million veterans, and as a veteran, you can become a member and access exclusive rates, discounts, and financial tools for the whole family. Become a member at NavyFederal.org/veterans. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
You've probably heard of a man named Lee Iacocca. Lee, an amazing automobile executive, may be best known as the man who developed the Ford Mustang. But here at Alpine Bank, member FDIC, his skills ran much deeper. My name is Glenn Jamron. I'm president of Alpine Bank, member FDIC. Lee Iacocca knew the key to success. It was friendship. Lee said that if a person finds 3 true friends over the course of life, they are blessed. Over the years, you've taught Alpine Bank that loyalty leads to deep and lasting friendships. You get back when you give out. You give loyalty and friendship, you receive loyalty and friendship in return. That makes sense to Alpine Bank. Alpine Bank, committed to Colorado and you.
Catch a ride with Evie and Otto. Catch a ride.
Otto, did you hear that?
It's quiet. Too quiet.
That's because it's the all-new Kia Sorento Hybrid. Runs so smooth, it's practically supernatural.
Phew. So not a ghost car?
Nope. Just 655 miles of spooky good range and fuel economy that'll make your wallet scream. What a treat! Don't ghost us. Test drive the 2025 Kia Sorento Hybrid during the Kia Fall Savings Event at Foundation Kia, where the deals are so good.
It's scary.
Visit foundationkia.com and catch a ride.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Colorado can count on.
Mike Evans here for Copperhead Plumbing. Your home doesn't have to flood before you know there's a problem. With the Mow and Flow Smart Water Shutoff System, you can monitor your home's water usage in real time right from your phone. You'll get notified the moment a leak starts. Trust Copperhead Plumbing for professional installation. Ask about installing a Mow and Flow system today.
Copperhead Plumbing, built to last. Call us once, you'll forget the past.
Copperhead Plumbing. They plumb different. They plumb custom.
Get ready for every Broncos game with Super Bowl 50 champion Brandon Marshall as he joins the drive every Friday afternoon at 4:45 exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Thanks to Corwin Toyota Boulder. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. DenverSports.com and the Denver Sports app. It's a Bud Light Football Friday. Bud Light, an official beer sponsor of the Denver Broncos. Here's Dover and Cecil.
$12:45 on a Bud Light Football Friday. We are inching closer and closer to victory formation. That starts at 1 o'clock on
Almost
Fridays.
there.
So close, so close. 12:45 though means it's an opportunity for you guys to get right in your fantasy rosters and lineup questions. You can hit us up on the RamosLaw.com text line 303-713-1043 or the YouTube chat. Go to Denver Sports YouTube, click Dover and Cecil, and we'll try to get to a couple questions before the segment comes to an end. As to Cecil helping you out with your fantasy lineup. NFL games this weekend, Cecil. We look around the AFC West every single week. The Chargers are going to go to Tennessee, and they'll probably beat the brakes off the Titans. The Jacksonville Jaguars will hit the road, go to Las Vegas, and take on the Raiders. And then the big game is Kansas City at Buffalo, which will be a big game around the NFL world.
Right.
But I think that's the one to watch, of course, outside of Broncos and Texans, because I think the Chargers will roll. Who really cares about the Vegas Raiders and Jags? But I think Jacksonville will go in there and get a W. And then can KC keep their streak alive and beat Josh Allen and the Bills like they pretty much do every time?
Yeah, Lamar Jackson's missed 4 games. He's got more touchdown passes than Josh Allen.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Can we all stop talking about Buffalo as anything serious? I mean, New England might pass him up.
Josh Allen probably shouldn't have won the MVP last year.
Well, and just the thing is, it's Sean McDermott. It's not even Josh. It's Sean McDermott. Sean McDermott is not a good coach. And my personal belief is he's not a good person. But, like, okay, yeah, I look at the Ravens. If they get on a run, they're a threat. The Chiefs are always a threat because they have Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes. The Colts are definitely a threat with Jonathan Taylor running the way that he's running. And New England's interesting, although I did send you guys some numbers about Drake May that maybe shine a different look on the picture that is Drake May. By the way, Pro Football Focus has the playoff probabilities with a win or a loss in Week 9. With a win, the Broncos have a 90% chance at the playoffs.
Wow.
With a loss, it's 64%.
Well, that's a big drop.
This is a big game. It's a key game for the Denver Broncos. Don't overlook this just because it's the Texans and it's Houston and whatever. Like, no. Texans game's going to be a little bit tougher, but very, very meaningful. You have a 90% chance of making the postseason with a win. So go get that dub.
If the Chiefs win, it would be a 4-game winning streak. Then they have a bye. So you could be looking at the Chiefs coming to Colorado on a 4-game winning streak if they beat Buffalo. And if the Broncos find a way to get right against Houston, take care of business against Vegas, it'd be a Chiefs team coming to Empower Field with a 4-game winning streak and a Broncos team rolling on, what would that lead to, an 8-game winning streak at that point? So that would be a ton of fun. Just a couple of other games. Indy at Pittsburgh. I kind of like what Kevin said the other day when we were talking a little bit when you went to Broncos. Like, hey, it's fun to scoreboard watch. You can kind of start watching the scoreboard and think about some seeding and things about how the AFC West is going to play out. So Indy at Pittsburgh obviously matters. And then Atlanta at New England because of who the Patriots are slowly becoming with Drake May. I think that's a fun game to keep an eye on too.
Yeah, it's you've got some good games. Hopefully not some stinkers. Last week was just
bad.
Stinkers in the NFL. Bad product. People don't notice because they're crazy about the NFL, but we've got some good ones this week, and then a Monday night game that maybe doesn't feature Kyler Murray. Not that I keep up with the Arizona sports thing, but did you see that they were you're supposed to talk to the quarterback every week, right? Like I talked to Bo Nix. Yeah. I talked to Bo Nix on Wednesday. We all did. Kyler Murray was scheduled, and then they canceled it because he's supposed to be back this week from injury. They canceled Kyler Murray, and then they said an Arizona quarterback will be made available later. It's a huge moment for Jonathan Gannon if he wants to keep his job. Jacoby Brissett fed Trey McBride. He had 3 touchdowns in 2 games. He had 1 in 5 games with Kyler Murray. The offense runs better without Kyler Murray. Is Dante offended? I hope he's not offended.
He is.
But Kyler Murray's not good at football. And the Cardinals finally are figuring it out.
So have they still not rolled out a quarterback to the media?
I'd have to check. That was yesterday that came across.
Okay. Well, keep an eye on that. And then the college, Seattle at Washington, Sunday Night Football. Will Jaden be back? I'm kind of intrigued by what they're doing up there in Seattle, if it's real or not real. So that'll be the only show on in town, and of course we'll all be watching that. Saturday's slate. Penn State is going to go get number 1 Ohio State. I don't know that they have a chance, but if Penn State wants to hold on to anything from this season, you'd go and push Ohio State. Not sure that they'll do that. Number 9, Vandy is going to go to Texas and take on Arch, maybe, who's been dealing with a concussion.
And I took Vandy
week.
in that game.
You did?
In our college football pick'em, yeah.
Vandy is like, it's so weird them just coming out of nowhere and being a top 10 football team the way they are. But
they're
a
like
fun
Indiana
story.
a year ago, right?
Yeah, they are.
Because Indiana this year is not a surprise. Maybe a surprise how high they're going in the rankings, but we saw that with Indiana last year. So, yeah, Vandy's the new Indiana? That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, Vandy and Indiana are good at football. What the hell's going on in life?
Next thing you know, Duke's going to have a football team. Oh, wait, they do?
Yeah, kind of. They did for a minute at least.
We do?
A Big 12 showdown before we talk about the Buffs Big 12 matchup. But you have number 17, Cincinnati, hitting the road to go take on number 24, Utah, who we're all too familiar with after what they did to the Buffaloes. I think that's just a fun, hey, 2 really good teams in the Big 12, probably going to beat the heck out of one another. Be some good football to watch.
Yeah, that'll be some good football to watch. And
then the Buffaloes.
Now the Buffaloes conversation. What can happen? How can it happen? I'm not sure if this is edited or not, but Ray Lewis talked to the Buffs ahead of Arizona. He said there's no camaraderie, there's no brotherhood. You're putting on the same uniform, but you're walking out with different spirits.
He's telling that to the team?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So,
I'm not sure I like him up there talking.
Homecoming.
The message is there.
Homecoming. Are you going to get embarrassed on homecoming? You're coming off the most embarrassing loss of your tenure with Colorado. Are guys going to abandon ship? I always got to pronounce that. Are they going to jump off the bandwagon? The players.
It looked like they had started a week ago.
Yeah. It looked like it was abandoned ship. It looked like it was mutiny for one Deion Sanders. So do they look better now? Is it prime time or is it flatline? That's what we got to know about the Buffaloes coming up.
We were talking about it with Drew off the air and what the rest of the schedule looks like. I think this is their most winnable game the rest of the way. I'm not sure they have a real good opportunity the rest of the way. I know they're not playing great teams, but you know what? The Buffaloes aren't a great team either. I don't know if they're a team at all. So they're going to do their thing tomorrow, 5 o'clock on FS1. I guess I'll play my hand a little early here. I think this is the last game of the season that the Buffaloes win.
Okay, Buffs versus Bowl math. I know that there was no math that was going to be involved here, but 2 losses basically from elimination. Every single snap matters for this team if you want to be bowl eligible. And also Arizona's defense giving up nearly 500 yards in their last 2 games on the ground. Can Colorado run? Run. That's the key to beating the Wildcats.
I don't feel confidence in that, but like I said, I think this is a winnable game. They're going to go to West Virginia, who stinks, but like I said, the Buffaloes also stink, and they're going to be on the road for a 10 a.m. kickoff for
Who
that
stinks
game.
less? Well, you can be a little less stinky if you get this one against Arizona.
Yeah, you at least keep your bowl hope alive for another couple of weeks.
Yeah, and keep the team as much as it possibly can be alive within that locker room. So guys aren't just thinking about transferring or next year or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, see, and then we get these texts. This is the problem with new media, and I definitely use quotes around media. Why do you guys hate CU so much now? We're giving an opinion, man. And
is CU, are we supposed to be hearing like, CU's the best ever, guys? They're the greatest.
If you want cheerlead podcast, it's available for you.
They're
We're
out
not
there.
going to provide that.
Yeah, and we have questions about CU. We flipping love Colorado. We're disappointed in their efforts this year. We're disappointed in Pat Shurmur still having a job. Deion Sanders not like being more forceful in terms of the direction of this team. This team is rudderless.
Yeah.
We keep talking about ships. Like, they're a rudderless ship. They need to get on the right track, on the right path, and they're simply not there. They're disappointing. Last game was embarrassing. What are we supposed to do? Just be like,
Right.
everything's okay in Boulder? Everything's not okay in Boulder. The best thing in Boulder is Rick George tweeting that about, I believe it's his grandkids
Yeah, it was.
that are dressing
Yeah.
up like future Ralphie runners.
Yeah.
That was awesome,
And the
Rick.
dog was Ralphie?
Yeah,
That
the
was a
dog
cool
was
one.
Ralphie.
That was very
That
cool.
was awesome.
Yeah, so again, we all root for CU, but we're not just going to blow kisses at them because we're fans of the program. We tell the truth here. Like I said, you want cheerleader broadcasting, there's plenty of that out there for you if that's what you're looking for. All right, Cease, hour 4, quarter 4. Let's kick it off with your keys to the game. How do the Broncos win in Houston on Sunday? What are the 3 things they have to do? Cecil will tell us with his keys to the game next.
The Fan Flyaway is back, presented by 303 Law 4040. Save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. To kick off 2026, Denver Sports 1043 The Fan is sending you to Phoenix for the biggest party in golf. Airfare, hotel tickets, and $500 in spending money, all included. Head to thefanflyaway.com to register. That's thefanflyaway.com. Denver Sports 1043 The Fan.
It's the Medicare Advantage annual enrollment period, and Humana knows not everyone has the same needs when picking a Medicare Advantage plan.
Now that I'm retired, I want to enjoy the life I've worked hard to build. So I want a plan that covers me when I'm traveling the country.
Humana has a plan for that.
As a veteran, I want a plan that fills in the gaps my VA coverage doesn't provide, like dental care.
Humana has a plan for that.
I feel good about my health. I just want care and coverage with predictable costs. No surprises.
Humana has a plan for that. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you get coverage and benefits that focus on what matters most to you. Learn more at gethumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Dan Jacobs with Jacobs Law on 303 Law 4040. Just got a great result for a client. Sam had another attorney who couldn't get her more than $20,000, so we took over the case and just settled it for $85,000. Another client, Travis, is like a lot of people. He likes doing business with a handshake in his word, not looking to sue anyone, but when the insurance company was playing hardball and refusing to even pay his medical bills, he called 303 Law 4040 and said, Dan, I hate to bug you, but they just aren't being fair. We took over the case, told the insurance company we would see them at trial, and they immediately more than quadrupled their offer, which was just fine in Travis's book. The insurance companies don't play fair. They aren't going to do the right thing out of the goodness of their hearts, so you don't ever have to feel guilty when calling 303 Law 4040. If you've been injured, we'll make them pay what's fair. And as always, you always talk directly with me or my lovely wife, Kimberly. So save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. It's 303 Law 4040. That's 303 Law 4040.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. Restore your bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning hair with the same simple one-day treatment I receive from Dr. Tanya Pauls of Advanced Hair. Your own natural hair begins regrowing the very next day, and your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, including mine. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts, call 720-459-HAIR, AdvancedHair.com.
Catch a ride with Evie and Otto. Catch a ride.
Oh no, it's the attack of Zombie Otto.
Deals. Otto wants deals.
Well, good thing Foundation Chevrolet has the best deals during Truck Month. Like the all-new 2026 heavy-duty Chevy Silverado. Ready to haul tons of candy this Halloween season.
Otto loves deals.
Treat yourself to a tricked-out truck from Foundation Chevy. And together, let's drive.
Visit FoundationChevrolet.com and catch a ride.
The cost of everything is still out of control, and many of us are relying on credit cards to cover essentials. If that debt is piling up, you're not alone. Americans collectively owe over $1 trillion in credit card debt. You might have considered reaching out to my friends at American Financing, but hesitated because you don't want to give up your low mortgage rate. Well, there's good news. They've created a smart equity loan, a solution designed to help you take control of your finances without touching your current mortgage. Unlike a HELOC, which can have varied interest rates, the Smart Equity Loan offers a fixed rate. That means one predictable monthly payment, giving you peace of mind. This loan allows you to leverage the equity in your home to pay off high interest debt, free up your cash flow, and keep your existing low mortgage rate intact. It only takes 10 minutes to get started with no upfront or hidden fees. Call American Financing today and start saving now at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or visit them online at americanfinancing.net. NMLS 1823334, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with Alaska Anchorage in Game 1 with pregame starting at 6:30. Saturday morning on 104.3 HD2, Air Force football faces Army with pregame starting at 9:30. Then on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with Alaska Anchorage in Game 2 with pregame starting at 5:30.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at WistaraCU.com.
It's a Bud Light Football Friday. Bud Light, an official beer sponsor of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Dover and Cecil.
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got to do.
Today's Friday. Thank God it's Friday!
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh! Fourth quarter, Montel in our ear holes, hitting you with the shallow. A little slow it down right there. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. It's our fourth quarter. We are officially
victory formation.
That is exactly right. In victory formation.
I like the long version of that.
This one?
And that should send Bo Nix out for a victory formation.
He said Bo Nix.
Bo Nix is especial.
Yes! It is victory formation in the
Garrett
fourth.
Bowles got JK to say something else in Spanish, or JK got
really?
Bowles to say something in Spanish.
I'd like to hear that.
Yeah, Bowles did. He was pretty good. I think it was like "Como está usted" or something like that.
All right.
It was something I was gonna whisper to Garrett because Garrett was next to me. I was like, say "Orale pues," because it's alrighty then.
Yeah.
And it's funny. You want to make a Mexican laugh? Say "Orale pues." And we'll all laugh.
I'm picturing you standing next to Garrett Bowles, who's talking to J.K. Dobbins, and then you whispering in his ear, and that leading to something else. He's either stoked that you gave him the heads up,
right,
or he's hitting you with a quick elbow of like, please don't whisper sweet nothings into my ear.
No, GB's always been cool with me. Even when, like, his bad days, when I was obviously calling out his bad, because that's what you do unless you do a CU podcast and then you just say that they're the greatest ever all the time, even when they stink. But, like, I was so hard on Garrett Bowles. Stink was the hardest, but I was probably second hardest. I saw him at Chipotle. He's, like, waving his arm off at me. I'm like, Garrett, do you know what I say about you? But he was fine. Like, we're cool.
He's got thick skin. I
yeah,
like
GB and I was the first person to interview GB from Philadelphia. And I've always given him credit because I did it on my stupid phone, and it was on, like, Facebook Live. And so I'm sitting here with Garrett Bowles from Philadelphia. He just got drafted. The first person to ever talk to him. Every single, because the comments will come up on the screen, right? Every single comment's like, "But what a bum, what a bust,
Oh, and
terrible
he's
pick."
seeing it?
Yeah, because he's looking at the camera and you can easily
Oh,
read what
man.
people. And he did the whole interview with me. He was, it was great. And yeah, GB with that thick skin and with some great play now is one of the NFL's best left tackles. What a remarkable story of Garrett Bowles.
Garrett Bowles' legacy was holding number 72.
Yeah.
And now it's, I mean, dude, if
Ring of Fame.
That's what I was going to say. If they can have some team success, I think it's dependent on that right now. Because right now he's just a really good left tackle that spent a lot of his career on bad football teams. But if he can be a really good left tackle on some teams that made a playoff run, a Super Bowl perhaps, yeah, I think his name, it's at least up for conversation and a healthy debate. Left tackle's a pretty important position, right?
Yes.
And you do it a couple of decades for a team that has some success on the back end of your career. Yeah, I think that's room for some recognition.
Yeah.
All right, Cease, want to get into this, man. Some keys to this football game. How do the Broncos go to Houston and beat the Texans?
Yeah, how do the Broncos go to Houston and beat the Texans? First and foremost, they have to do this, essentially. And I don't call for this normally, so this is very, very rare for me. But based on what the Texans do in running nickel defense, 77% of the time, it's a 4-2-5. They run a nickel defense. Well, what do you do against nickel? You run the ball. But Bo Nix himself has to run the ball. This year, over 5 yards a carry for Bo Nix against nickel defense and 3 rushing touchdowns for Bo Nix. So the key for the Denver Broncos, it's Bo Nix. You see that rushing lane's open. You don't think about throwing it. You just take off to run, and you slide Bobo slide, and you make sure that you keep moving those chains. Running the ball for Bo Nix, I would like as many as 10 carries for Bo Nix. Some of those are going to be scrambles, but I want designed runs, a quarterback draw. I want these type of plays for Bo Nix based on what Houston does 77% of the time. I mean, that's what they do. They're going to run nickel. And to beat nickel, you're going to have to run the ball, and that includes Bo Nix running the ball 7 to 10 times.
See, I like it. I like it. I think if you are a quarterback with the athleticism and the ability, the agility to do that, now it can't be your end-all, be-all, right? That leads to injuries. That leads to a defense loading a box and taking some stuff away from you. But when you're a dual-threat quarterback, and I believe that's what Bo is, then yeah, utilize that a little bit. And especially, see, so you think about this, he continues to run. It's the 7-8 times that you're talking about. Handful of those come in the first half. That defense is going to adjust accordingly. He gets to roll out. One of those receivers kind of sneak behind a defender because they go, I'm not letting him beat me again. And then he goes right over the top with one of those dudes. I don't think there's going to be a ton of them, but that can set them up for the opportunity for a big play or two to happen against the stingy Texans defense.
I'd like some RPO Bo, that's for sure.
RPO Bo is a good one. I like that. What is number 2?
All of mine rhyme this week, so RPO Bo and then no Nico. You've got to make sure that you're bracketing Nico Collins. He's back. It's from a concussion, and he's had plenty of time to recover from this thing. So with Nico Collins back out there, if you're the Denver Broncos, you have, of course, Riley Moss in there. That's awesome. That's great. He needs some help. He can't be burned by Nico Collins because Nico Collins will get you in the red zone because of his size. He'll get you down the field because of his speed. And because of that, I want safety help over the top. I want him to be as well covered as possible. You can't let him get by on this. You can't let him get through on this. And again, he missed last week's game. He was hurt in week 7. So now he's back in week 9. Nico Collins is their best playmaker. The run game isn't a concern. The tight end isn't a concern. The number 2 receiver, it's whatever. And it's, in my opinion, Chris Abrams-Drain. I feel real confident about that. Chris Abrams-Drain against Xavier Hutchinson. Confident. Chris Abrams-Drain against Jaden Higgins. Confident. Nico Collins, if you're double teaming him, I feel more confident.
Yeah, I would love to see it, and it's both of us have confidence in KAD, But then it comes back to that mismatch conversation. Now, we talk about it with the Broncos. Who can they exploit with a mismatch on the offensive end? But it's exactly what C.J. Stroud is looking to do, too. And if it's, Cease, who are you going to pick? I know he's not PS2, but Riley Moss has shown he can hold his own.
Right.
Who are you going to pick on? The next guy up, right? Hey, Chris Abrams-Drain, yeah, you're high on him. The Broncos are high on him. People say nice things about him, but he hasn't really been tested like that throughout the course of an NFL game. He got the opportunity a week ago and was tested in the second half and passed it with flying colors. Can he do it for the second straight week where now a team is game planning for that mismatch?
Back in 2023, Kev got in my ear, so I just had to look it up. Nico Collins played 55 snaps. Okay. Was targeted 12 times. All right, pretty healthy. He had 9 catches for 191 yards and a touchdown. Do you want Nico Collins to have 9 catches for 191 yards and 1 touchdown?
No, I don't.
Do you believe that they can win if Nico Collins has 9 catches for 191 yards and a touchdown? He had a 195-yard game, or else it'd be against the Colts that year, or else it'd be the best game of his pro career.
Wow.
109, damn near 200 yards against the Broncos of a couple of years ago. That is preposterous.
That's not good.
It's not great, Bob. So make sure you take care of business this time out. Last time he played was Week 7, had 4 for 27 before being concussed, but had 10 targets by that time.
So that's some solid defense.
Yeah, he's going to get 10 targets. Riley Moss, be ready.
That would be the perfect number. 10 targets, 4 catches for 27 yards. Riley balled out if that's the case.
Yeah, if Riley did that, it's great news.
All right, what's your last one?
Our last one. So I've got RPO Bo, I've got Nico, and oh God, what was my last one? Because it's another rhyme. It's another rhyme. Oh, throw.
Court. Throw to court.
Throw to court.
Yep.
Throw to court. Court doesn't really rhyme, but throw to court. Make sure that Cortland Sutton is involved. I understand the Young Cats got involved last week. That's awesome. I want a 10-target game for Cortland Sutton and have him go out there, get another 100 yards. That's fine. I'm not demanding 100, but I think there needs to be an emphasis on trips formation, specifically 1 running back, 1 tight end, run the ball out of that spread formation. And when you do throw, make sure you're peppering Cortland Sutton.
I love it. You need Cortland Sutton I want Cortland involved in every game plan. Every single game plan, there should be a package of plays ready for number 14. Those are Cecil's 3 keys. What are your keys and your mile-high moments? That's what this final hour, a.k.a. Victory Formation, is all about. You get a chance to call your shot, put your name on your text on the RamosLaw.com text line, 303-713-1043. Comment on the YouTube stream, Mile High Moments, and your keys to the game. Let us know so we can give you some love on Monday if your moment comes true. How good is this Texans defense? How tough has their schedule actually been? And how have they stacked up against the quarterbacks that they've faced? We have those numbers, and we'll share them with you coming up next.
After a breakout performance against Dallas, will R.J. Harvey run wild against the Texans? Will Dre Greenlaw provide a spark on defense? We'll react to it all in the Fan Football Postgame Show. Live on game day starting at the 2-minute warning. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply or play stop, opt out. Terms and conditions apply to the earnings promotion.
Do you have caregiving experience as a parent, teacher, nanny, coach, or in another similar role? Hop Skip Drive is looking for experienced caregivers who want to help students in their community by driving them to and from school. Earn up to $50 per ride with Hop Skip Drive's welcome promotion, all while helping your community. If you have your own vehicle that is no more than 10 years old, a clean driving record, and at least 5 years of caregiving experience, you could become a Hop Skip Drive care driver. Just text STUDENT to 323232 to get started right now. Hop Skip Drive gives you the flexibility to set your own schedule and earn competitive pay. It's simple. Drive in your free time and make a real difference for students right in your neighborhood. Don't wait. Text STUDENT to 323232 right now. Text STUDENT to 323232 and start earning up to $50 per ride during Hop Skip Drive's welcome promotion period. That's STUDENT to 323232. Text STUDENT to 323232 now.
Hey, it's Mike Evans with Todd Whalen from Advanced Tax Solutions. Well, Todd, with the IRS away during this government shutdown, awesome opportunity for people to take care of their IRS problems.
Yeah, I know it's a little bit counterintuitive, but if you think about it, there's nobody trying to get a solution right now. So if you're thinking like an offer and compromise, now's the time to get it done. If you wait until the hordes show back up and the IRS is super aggressive, you've waited too long. If you owe the IRS money, this is the perfect time to submit an offer and compromise. It won't get better than this. It really does seem like, wow, hey, who cares? IRS isn't even sending notices. But if you don't want to be at the back of the line, because they are going to open again, and they're going to be aggressive. They need money. So now's the time. Get to the front of the line and get a solution while it's friendly. Don't wait for the fire. Do it now.
With more than 30 years of fighting and winning against the IRS, this is the guy you want in your corner. Todd Whalen, Advanced Tax Solutions. Give them a call today, 303-753-6040.
Heads up, pros. Now's your chance to unlock deeper savings. The Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred pricing can help you save thousands on the products your business uses the most. But the current benefit ends November 15th. Don't miss out. Registration for the new program is free and easy. Just bring your tax ID or business or contractor's license to the Pro Desk. Register now to lock in the best wholesale prices before it's too late.
This is Jeff for Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, where we've successfully treated thousands of men for low testosterone and helped them feel like their old selves again. Please take a moment and listen to how we help Greg.
Hi, my name is Greg. I've been a patient of Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic for over 10 years. I noticed that I was really tired. I was lethargic. I didn't sleep really well, and I was overweight. My waist was 4 inches over what it should have been. It was really difficult for me to lose the body shape I didn't like. And of course, my marriage, yes. No man in their 40s wants to have low libido in their marriage. I'm really thankful for this therapy because it just makes me feel the man I want to be, active, at home, everywhere. If you're feeling like I was, call the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic today and get checked. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Thanks, Greg. It's true. Low T therapy will likely change your life. Your initial appointment is only $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Looking to sell your used Rolex watch? We buy and sell pre-owned Rolex watches. All styles, from old to new. Hi, I'm Scott Matthew with Matthew's Fine Watches and Jewelry. Bring in your Rolex watch and we will buy it on the spot. No shipping your watch off to the internet site and waiting to get a check. Bring your used Rolex into Matthews. We have been servicing Colorado since 1951. Located in the Highlands Ranch Town Center. Matthews, we buy, sell, and service Rolex watches.
Matthews Fine Watches and Jewelry, located in the Highlands Ranch Town Center or online at MatthewsFineWatches.com.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Xfinity, and the other day I'm over at a friend's place. He's pumped to watch football, but his setup, total mess. Lagging, buffering, switching between apps, trying to find a game. He claimed to be a big fan, but I feel like I was being fan-fished. See, if you call yourself a football fan, you gotta have Xfinity. It's the ultimate sports destination. I can find the best games and my favorite teams all in one place. And the way I watch, well, it's next level. It's the perfect fan flex. I've got all the action right in my living room, plus Xfinity's best picture and sound with enhanced 4K, so clear it feels like I'm in the stadium. Sometimes I've got 4 games going on at once. Why? Because why not? On top of that, I get real-time notifications, live stats right on my TV. It's the best seat in the house every single time. Next game day, make sure that big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Multi-view requires Xfinity 4K cable TV box.
Stay up to date on the Broncos with our 9 News Broncos insider Mike Kliss. Presented by Fitness Gallery. Hear the latest from every practice and every game every single week during football season. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. It's a Bud Light Football Friday. Bud Light, an official beer sponsor of the Denver Broncos. Here's Dover and Cecil.
Big announcement from Mr. Wallen. He's coming back to the Mile High City. Kevin and I are going to crew up and go for the second straight year.
Yeah.
Are you in?
Well, I don't want to be the third wheel.
No,
you
I'm
guys
the
are
third
talking
wheel.
about
I'm
it.
the third wheel, so you get to come with me, and so I'm not the third wheel.
Oh, okay.
Right? Right, Kevin?
Everyone's invited.
Everyone can third wheel it.
Okay. So you're the third wheel with Kevin.
Yeah.
So then I'm the fourth wheel?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
As long as I'm not third.
Kevin and I had a great time at the concert last year.
Okay, so is it probably a pro tip for me not to complain the entire show that
yes,
he's not country?
Yes.
Because I don't, maybe he is country, I don't know. But country to me is like growing up on a horse, growing up punching cows, growing up in a feedlot, farming, that's country. There's also like the southern country, which is like, you're just a hick that lives in the middle of nowhere and shoots gators, right? Yeah. So I know that we've had these discussions, and it's like, well, he is from Tennessee. All right, can he throw a rope? Is he horseback? Like, that's a real cowboy.
Is he showing up at work with a pig rope around his chest?
Chicken string.
Or whatever, yeah.
He can't throw a rope. Hey, he can't throw a rope, but he can throw a chair.
That's right. You do have your pig and string on you. You caught Kevin earlier.
Yes.
You've caught yourself several times.
Yes.
You're pretty good with that thing.
Yeah, I am.
I'm impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very impressed.
Yeah. I saw everyone got out of here earlier today. Amanda was running from me. Spivak somewhere. Like, nobody wants to get.
What would it?
Nobody wants to get tied up.
What would it cost? How much would I have to throw in your front pocket?
Yeah.
To have you. Did Drew already go? Is Drew going? I don't know if Drew's
Drew's here.
Okay.
He's here?
What would I have to put in that front pocket for you to go do that to Drew?
Mountain Dew.
Done. We got a deal. All right, we are having some fun again. Call your Mile High moments out. It's victory formation and NRL Friday. That means a no return lunch. You don't have to do anything. And if your boss has a problem with it, you hit us up. We'll tell him it's all about a victory formation Friday. Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. I did that to a guy in Vegas one time. He was dressed up like Johnny Drama. And so I was like, he had the Viking helmet. I was like, he's going to know Viking Quest. He's going to know Entourage. And so I did the victory. And he just like looked at me. I'm like, dude, that's what you're supposed to be saying to me. Because it is a don't be that guy to wear a Halloween costume. You have to explain.
Yeah, you
know what I mean?
That.
Don't
be that
guy.
Costume sucks.
Yeah, exactly. I was Aaron Kaufman from Gas Monkey Garage years ago.
Okay.
Nobody knows who that is.
Yeah, I don't
He's
know
the guy
that.
with the big beard. So I had a big beard. I had a Gas Monkey Garage shirt.
Okay.
And I probably had a shop rag in my back pocket. People thought I was homeless. Like, here's $1 on Halloween. I'm like, no, I'm Aaron Kaufman, Gas Monkey Garage. They fix cars. Don't ever do that.
You work in radio. If someone's offering you $1, take that thing, okay?
I'm like, wow, a raise. Do I need to do a live read for this?
What's your best costume? That might be fun to wrap up the show. Best costume you ever rocked or saw. Tell us on the text line and the YouTube page. Cecil, I want to talk to you about I want to look at Matthew Stafford and Baker Mayfield. If you wanted to throw Sam Darnold into this, I guess we could. The quarterbacks that the Texans have faced. They're 3-4 in their 7 games, and Matthew Stafford, Baker Mayfield were who they started with to start the year. Stafford went 21-29 for 245 yards and a touchdown. They won the game 14-9. Baker Mayfield threw the ball 38 times, 25 completions for 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then the reason I'm adding Baker is because he found some success on the ground with 3 carries for 33 yards. Those numbers that I just rattled off, and by the way, the Mayfield pass is a little bit too much for me at 38, but 29, that's exactly what we're looking for from Bo Nix. That's what Matthew Stafford threw for. Can Bo achieve those numbers against this defense?
Yeah.
Over 200 yards passing.
Yes.
And I don't know exactly what number you're looking for, but I mean, if he's 10 yards per carry, I think we'll all be stoked on that.
Yeah, I mean, that would be outstanding. Can Bo Nix get those numbers? Yeah. Is it going to be difficult? Yeah. Texans are going to rally to the ball. They're going to keep everything in front of them if they can. They're going to rally and they're going to tackle. So it comes down to yards after the catch. Can you get the yards after the catch this week for the Denver Broncos? That means Evan Ingram, no Marvin Mims. That sucks. Pat Bryant was known as a run after the catch guy, so he comes up in this one. Franklin, not as much. And Court, not as much. But anything that you get from Court or from Franklin when it comes to yards after the catch is gravy this week. So I like that idea for the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, it's the rushing. I think that's really a staple of this, what that's going to look like. And then, like I said, Sam Darnold, you want to go down there. They're having some success, and they scored 27 points on this Texans defense. Sam threw it 31 times for 213 yards and did get picked off. He's a part of their 5 straight games with an interception streak. So that's something that you have to worry about too. Ball hawking defense. If Bo's trying to force something or not let a route fully developed, the Texans defense can come up with a turnover.
Yeah, keep those turnovers to 0 this time out.
Exactly.
And then go turn it around on the other side. Get some from C.J. Stroud. Force a fumble from Nick Chubb. Do something to turn it around for your offense. This one's going to be a tight game. And in a tight game, my chips are on the Denver Broncos.
The Texans only allow 188 yards passing. They only allow 88 yards rushing. I would look at that of the two, if Bo's going to break that or JK's going to get over. I almost lean towards JK doing it. Like, what do they have the better chance of doing? Beating the Texans with the pass game or running it down their throat? I think it's the running of the football. That defensive line, they're not even getting pressure to the quarterback. So there's some push to be given from their opponent. In this case, the Broncos offensive line, which is top 3 in the NFL in rushing rate. I think the better chance for the Broncos, and then this comes down to Sean keeping the run game alive via the play call. I like it better to rush for 100 than I do to throw for 200.
Yeah, and that's the thing with J.K. Dobbins out there, and they've faced some runners, that's for sure. They've faced some really good runners this year. Can the Broncos get over on them where they are the ones that are running it down their throat? So I want to see that. I want to see J.K. Dobbins featured, and I want to see Bo Nix running the ball. The Texans' defense is a concern. It is. But when you look overall, they face Matthew Stafford, they lose. Now, that was a lower scoring game. They face Baker Mayfield, they lose. And what was, again, a lower scoring game. Mm-hmm. We're talking 14-9, 20-19 in those 2 games. That's around the score prediction that you should have this week for Broncos and Texans.
Okay. This is fun. I asked people about Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
They didn't throw their name on here, but a 970 texter says, my 6 friends and I flew out of Denver for a bachelor party a few years ago. We all dressed up like snakes on a plane. They were snakes on a plane. And apparently they kept yelling, get these mother snakes off this mother plane, which is fun. That's a fun costume.
All right.
I'm sure everyone else on the plane hated your guts, but for you 6, I bet it was the time of your life. Can you imagine sitting next to somebody dressed like a snake and just keeps yelling, get these mother bleeping snakes off this mother bleeping plane?
No.
It'd be hilarious the first 3 times. I'd want to throat punch you every time after that.
I'd open the exit door. Go.
Just watch them go.
Go. Get out.
When you're in there?
Yeah. Snakes on a Plane's got to be the least favorite movie of Kevin Costner.
Never
I believe
seen
so,
it,
yes.
Never will, but...
Never. Do you know the reference, though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a part where, so the snakes come out. Obviously, there's snakes on a plane.
I'm flying next week.
Oh, that's right.
Was the plane going to Nashville? It might have been.
I think it might have been.
Cecil, go sit in the corner.
Well, dude, a guy and a lady are trying to join a certain club when you're high up in the air and you're flying. And there's a snake that comes down and gets the guy right on the you-know-what.
Nope.
Keep it coming with your best Halloween costumes.
How many members of that club are in this room?
Oh, wow.
Maybe off air.
Yeah.
Off-air discussion.
Off air.
Yes.
Keep the YouTube channel. We'll raise our hands after, and you can decide for yourselves. Let's keep this conversation going with the Denver Broncos. I want to talk a little bit about VJ's plan to slow down CJ Stroud. That's next.
Listen up, Denver. Brandon Stokely needs your help.
We need a contest or some kind of bet to where we can
shave Cecil's head.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. It's time for it to go. It's time.
Better keep an eye on the scissors, boys. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything! The Capital One Saver Card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Fall is a season of change, but at Postman Law, one thing never changes: results. With no out-of-pocket expense to you, we deliver with speed, ease, and results. Call 844-POSTMAN now. This is attorney advertising.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first, on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
A diamond is the oldest natural substance you will ever hold in your hand, created over 40 million years ago.
There are very few items of true value in the world that fit in the palm of your hand that also express our most powerful emotions.
And that's why a natural diamond from Williams Jewelers is the natural expression of your love. I'm Michelle Williams.
And I'm Bruce Williams. It's one of the most important purchases you will ever make.
And you're counting on us to help you get it right. So come get hands-on with Denver's most beautiful natural loose diamonds.
At Williams Jewelers, I still personally hand select every natural diamond we sell, from the finest diamond cutters in the world, direct to you, all at the guaranteed best price in the state.
Say, will you with Williams?
Where Colorado shines.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
Williams Jewelers in Cherry Creek North on 3rd Avenue between Fillmore and Detroit, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your health. That's why I made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer. I have a true treadmill at home. It's the smoothest and quietest I've ever been on.
Football is here, and Fitness Gallery's fall football sale is your playbook for a winning home gym. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit any of our 7 stores from Denver to Fort Collins and score big before the sale ends.
How good does it feel to let go of 82 pounds in just 16 weeks?
And I feel free.
Soda Weight Loss is the #1 weight loss company in America for client satisfaction and results.
In 16 weeks, I lost 82 pounds because I had learned how to eat smarter. And that's what soda does. They don't just help you lose weight fast, they help you keep it off with habits that last a lifetime.
No hunger, no shots, no guesswork.
You probably saved my life. I mean, I was 30 pounds overweight. I went on soda, and now I'm healthy, and I just got off my blood pressure medicine and my cholesterol medicine, and that is amazing to me.
With Soda Weight Loss, you get real support to help you let go of the weight for good. And now it's easier than ever. Join Soda Weight Loss now, and your partner joins for free. Visit sodaweightloss.com. That's SOTA weightloss.com.
Soda is, say it with me, state of the art.
International Hot Rod Association and Durana Hybrid, where the roar of the engine meets the torque of the wrench. Building champions on the track and in the trades. Get your tickets at IHRA.com.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with Alaska Anchorage in Game 1 with pregame starting at 6:30. Saturday morning on 104.3 HD2, Air Force football faces Army with pregame starting at 9:30. Then on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with Alaska Anchorage in Game 2 with pregame starting at 5:30.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at WistaraCU.com.
It's a Bud Light Football Friday.
Friday fourth quarter.
Victory formation. I'm not even thinking about work. I'm just talking. This is crazy. I might say anything.
That should send Bo Nix out for a victory formation.
Yes, it should. I'm fired up, man. I'm fired. I'm doing some trick-or-treating later.
I love it. What are you guys doing on your victory formation? I want to know what kind of weekend audibles are you calling? Hey, it's not trick-or-treating tonight. You going out with your lady?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Let us know in various ways.
Check out our girl Beth, who made that sweet photo for us.
Oh, nice.
That's what she's dressed up as today.
Nice. I saw Sturtsy was dressed up as the Joker.
Looking good, too.
So, yeah, today's the day. You can wear a little outfit. You can smell a certain way. You can smell that way any day. But I'm talking about the feedlot smell.
Oh, of course, yeah. Plenty of that smell going on in this state. And the other thing that we all thought when you said that, plenty of that as well. I want to hear from VJ, Cease. We talked about our keys to the game earlier, right? How do the Broncos get it done? Well, Vance talked about keys to slowing C.J. Stroud down, the challenge of the Texans' wide receivers without Pat Surtain, and we're going to get to that in about 15 seconds. I'll tell you about the fan flyaway being back thanks to 303 Law 4040 first. This time, we're sending a lucky listener and a guest to Phoenix in February for the biggest party in golf. If you win, you're going to get 2 tickets to the Saturday round at TPC Scottsdale, round trip airfare for 2 from Denver, 2 nights hotel stay, and $500 in your pocket. For more information and to register, go to thefanflyaway.com. If you've entered into a previous flyaway contest, you're already registered for this one, because once you sign up for one flyaway, you're in the running automatically for all future fan flyaways. All right. So
with our pass rush, that's always a good thing, because we can rush 4 and get home, but to have enough looks to make him hold it is key. He is playing well, and he's played well, and he's super talented. Even with the pressure last week that San Fran was bringing, I mean, he was looking at a gun barrel. And he made 4 or 5 throws that were big-time throws. The receiving core is underrated in my opinion. I mean, they got 4 or 5 guys who can all play, and that's sometimes dangerous. Nico didn't play last week, and it was the highest output in the pass game. So that spoke to those young guys from Iowa State, all 3 of them, playing good football, and the tight end, and Marks at halfback. So they've got good weapons around this quarterback, and it showed last week without Nico.
Actually, interesting. I didn't catch that the first time. He goes Marks. He's talking about the rookie running back there, as opposed to Nick Chubb. So he knows how much of a threat he is there. So those are a few keys. We'll react to that in a second, but it kind of fits perfectly into what you asked him. He's talking about that young wide receiver core. And at the time of asking Cecil, you didn't know what the status was for those wide receivers, but you know that he was going to be without PS2. So you asked VJ, what's the challenge of preparing for a team that you're unsure of wide receivers and without your best player in Pat Surtain?
I think it's tough on them watching the tape, for the last 4 or 5 weeks and watching Pat out there versus not having Pat. Right? I think it's more pressure on those guys to kind of figure out, who's going to play there and who's playing where, and, what are you doing without Pat? Versus for me, I don't care. I have a plan for the tight end, for Nico, if he plays or not. Again, it's system, and it fits all the players, Houston's and ours.
I love that. I don't care.
I love it at the end.
He said, I don't care. It's our system. I got stuff planned. Doesn't matter who plays. I don't care. We've got a system for ours and theirs. Okay. All right, VJ. Confidence, borderline cockiness with that answer, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay. I want my football players cocky. I want my coaches cocky as well. Yeah. Yeah, you spend all week working. Go show it.
You know what else that tells me, though? Vance. That's Vance saying, like, I know my system. I know my guys. And we're not going to waver because one dude's out. Now, that one dude's different than any other dude on that team, being PS2, the reigning defensive player of the year. But, dude, if you're a player down there, if you're Riley Moss, if you're Chris Abrams-Drain, and you hear that from your coach and you go, no, we don't have to change anything. We just change roles, and these guys are good enough. Riley's good enough to be PS2 against the Houston Texans. KAD's good enough to be Riley Moss this week against the Houston Texans. Dude, I don't know about you, but if my boss gives me that reassurance, I'm ready to run through a mother wall for that dude or lady. Like, we have a lady boss, but you know what I mean? I'm ready to play. You show confidence in me, back me up like that.
Right.
It's my mission to prove you right.
Yeah. When you have someone's back, when you have their support, and when they are honest with you about what you need to work on. I mean, Vance Joseph and Sean Payton, both of those guys don't really pull any punches with their players. But when you hear J.K. Dobbins say, I love Sean Payton, when you hear well, pretty much every defender. I have not heard any defender on this Broncos team say a bad thing off the record about Vance Joseph. All of these guys are in line with what VJ wants them to do. And when you know a coach knows that you're good, appreciates you, and what's funny is all these guys, these alpha males, right? Football player, meathead, alpha male. They just want you to love them as a coach.
They're just like the rest of us.
Hey, tell me, what's my favorite song, right? Tell me you love me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all football players want to know. Just, hey, am I good? You think I'm good, coach, right? So when a guy like Vance Joseph has your back, you're going to go out there and run through that blankety-blanket wall.
Yeah. It's just so much a built-in confidence boost that I don't know a lot of the guys that need it because of that alpha male status that you're talking about, but it's just reassurance of I don't need to question myself. Riley Moss, you're going to go be PS2. Oh, that's a big shoes to fill, but you hear your boss get your back like that, it gives you all the confidence in the world. So fired up about hearing VJ's confidence translating now to the field on Sunday. All right, we got to come back and pick some games. I do want to pick the Buffaloes game. We'll talk about how they look against Arizona. We're going to go over our mile-high moments, maybe a quick recap of what we're expecting here in about 20 minutes from the Avalanche, about 6 hours and 20 minutes for the Nuggets, and then ultimately make our picks and call out our mile-high moments for the Denver Broncos. All that coming at you next.
The Fan Flyaway is back, presented by 303 Law 4040. Save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. To kick off 2026, Denver Sports 1043 The Fan is sending you to Phoenix for the biggest party in golf. Airfare, hotel tickets, and $500 in spending money, all included. Head to thefanflyaway.com to register. That's thefanflyaway.com. Denver Sports 1043 The Fan.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Vanity Fair calls BritBox a delicious streamer. Collider says everyone should be watching. Catch Britain's next best series with BritBox. Stream acclaimed new originals like Code of Silence.
You read lips, right?
And Linley, based on the best-selling mystery series.
Say hi, Linley. Take it from here.
And don't miss the new season of Karen Piri, coming this October.
You don't look like police.
I'll take that as a compliment. See it differently when you stream the best of British TV with BritBox. Watch with a free trial today.
Samantha Flanagan here for Flanagan Law. Think a fender bender can't cause serious injuries? Think again. Many significant injuries don't show symptoms immediately. I've seen it. Protect your rights. Look for the Shamrock. Go with Flanagan Law. Online at flanagan.law.
Fall weather is on the way. Are you and your vehicle ready? At Castle Rock Chevy GMC, we've got you covered with certified service. Right now, when you purchase an oil change, tire rotation, cabin air filter, and engine air filter, we'll throw in a set of free wiper blades, because clear vision on the road is priceless when the weather turns. Don't wait until the first storm hits. Swing by Castle Rock Chevy GMC today and keep your ride running smooth all season long. Castle Rock Chevy GMC, where hometown service meets unbeatable value. Castle Rock Chevy GMC.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Colorado can count on.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. Restore your bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning hair with the same simple one-day treatment I receive from Dr. Tanya Pauls of Advanced Hair. Your own natural hair begins regrowing the very next day, and your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, including mine. For your free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts, call 720-459-HAIR. Advanced Hair.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply or play. Stop, opt out. Terms and conditions apply to the earnings promotion.
Do you have caregiving experience as a parent, teacher, nanny, coach, or in another similar role? Hop Skip Drive is looking for experienced caregivers who want to help students in their community by driving them to and from school. Earn up to $50 per ride with Hop Skip Drive's welcome promotion, all while helping your community. If you have your own vehicle that is no more than 10 years old, a clean driving record, and at least 5 years of caregiving experience, you could become a Hop Skip Drive care driver. Just text STUDENT to 323232 to get started right now. Hop Skip Drive gives you the flexibility to set your own schedule and earn competitive pay. It's simple. Drive in your free time and make a real difference for students right in your neighborhood. Don't wait. Text STUDENT to 323232 right now. Text STUDENT to 323232 and start earning up to $50 per ride during Hop Skip Drive's welcome promotion period. That's STUDENT to 323232. Text STUDENT to 323232 now.
Advent Health is Littleton's home for highly specialized, life-changing heart care. From preventive screenings to personalized treatment options, it's heartfelt care from expert hands. The Advent Health Heart and Vascular Institute is now open, ready to provide wholehearted care for your whole health.
Joel Klatt, the nation's leading voice in college football, joins Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth every Wednesday morning. Presented by Groove Toyota.
Here we go.
Tune in at 8:10 for exclusive insight, bold analysis, and maybe just a hint of shenanigans. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. It's a Bud Light Football Friday. Bud Light, an official beer sponsor of the Denver Broncos. Here's Dover and Cecil.
This one will get you fired up. Time for our Mile High Moments, our official Broncos picks. That's all going to come at you here in just a couple of minutes. We'll talk about the Buffaloes game as well. The Rams are going to take on UNLV, see if they can find a way to win, but it's been rough up there for the Rams this season. Cease quick talk because they're 14 minutes away from puck drop, and we now know officially that it is Scott Wedgwood in between the pipes. I always write down today, against the Vegas Golden Knights, which means Mackenzie Blackwood will go. He'll be between the pipes against his old club, his old team, and the San Jose Sharks. So Wedgie tonight, and then a well-earned, much-needed night off for Scott Wedgwood tomorrow when Mackenzie Blackwood gets a chance to stunt on his ex.
Well, and this Vegas game is a playoff preview, no doubt. And this early on, calendar hasn't even flipped to November yet. It's a statement game in the West. So can you win? Can you win in the ways that you haven't normally been able to do? Maybe you build some momentum from the power play from the game against New Jersey. We'll see what the Avs look like, but they're facing a team that has always been a bit of the thorn in the side of Avs fans out there.
Yeah, and they're good. So I'm excited to see what it looks like here, as I said, in about 13 minutes from right now. See if Marty has a big game after.
His pockets are going to be a little heavier this time out.
A big contract. And, man, if I'm a teammate of Marty, I'm like, so do we have the night off? Because Marty's taking us all out to dinner. Marty's picking up the tab here wherever we end up in Las Vegas.
Nice.
Maybe they go see your buddy.
Chef Peter
Chef
at Bouchon
Peter.
Bistro.
Yeah, that's right.
It's in the Venetian.
Oh, nice. Venetian has that wax thing, too. Madame Tussauds wax, whatever. Pretty fun stuff. I don't know if you're like super...
To see wax people?
Well, if you're like super
That's fun.
hungover and you can't go outside because it's 150 degrees and you're going to throw up the next step you take, you go in there and watch wax celebrities do nothing.
Okay, yeah.
That was my experience.
You've got a different definition of fun then.
So that's what's happening today. I'm really, not that I'm not excited for Vegas and Avs because that's a fun matchup. Two teams, as you said, that might be in the Western Conference Final. Tomorrow's some appointment television because I just want to see what McKenzie looks like. I want to see how Blackwood looks as, supposed to be the top half of the lumberyard and see how he's playing in his first outing for the Avalanche.
Yeah, and see who can control the pace of this game. As the Avs love to have a high pace, they love to pass around and get that perfect shot. And Vegas is a little more controlled, maybe a little more greasy is the hockey term. So it's kind of a clash of styles and a clash of teams on Halloween in Vegas.
I want 3 points out of this weekend road trip. You should beat San Jose. Obviously, you want them to beat the Golden Knights, but I'll settle for an overtime point if they can get that. The Nuggets, they're on the hardwood tonight in Portland. It's a little later, 8 o'clock. Tip-off. Maybe you're getting home from trick-or-treating with the kids and turn that thing on, and maybe you witness history, Cecil, because that's what's in store tonight. That's the big story of this evening is, can Nikola Jokic get a fifth straight triple-double? He's currently tied with Oscar Robertson and Russell Westbrook for most triple-doubles to start a season at 4. If he can get another one, he sits alone with that record, and I believe he will accomplish just that. Joker's getting a triple-double tonight.
I believe that to be the case as well. So their bench is rolling. We saw that last time out against the Suns. I would like to see that as well. I want a triple-double for Joker against a bad Blazers team. Should easily happen. And I want no Joker in the fourth quarter. I want another quarter of rest. Think about that. Think of how fresh he can be from not having to do everything like he has in years past.
Think about this. So they played 27 minutes last time against New Orleans because they beat up New Orleans. What if he plays like another 25, 27 minutes? That's like one overtime game that Michael Malone would have him play. The minute production, and it's 2 different games for Nikola.
Right.
It's beautiful to see right now. Let's see if they can keep it going.
See what Jamal looks like, too, because he's a little bit banged up. So that's always a little curious.
Would you even put him out there if you were a DA?
I mean, yeah. You know, he probably wants to go. Jamal knows his reputation. He knows, oh, you're the guy that's always banged up. So he's going to want to go out there and prove that he can still play, you know, slightly banged up.
Yeah, I mean, you try to protect players from themselves, but like, hey, this isn't like, I didn't see him limping around. There's no favoring that leg. Or
Scotty called it on the broadcast.
I didn't
That's
see
what
it.
gave the alert to us. And he goes, Jamal's limping.
But then I told you that the next time down, literally the next time down, they set a screen for him, and he attacks the rack hard with a planted foot. But if you're dealing with a hamstring, I don't think you're putting that much weight on that body.
But then later in that game, he tried to take like some sort of one-legged shot, which was odd.
He was out of his range. It was just weird.
Yeah, it was a weird shot. So let's watch that. I'm not expecting 27 points. That's what he's averaging right now. If he gets 20, I'm good. And wrap it up for Jamal, too. Jamal doesn't play in the fourth quarter.
Oh, even better.
Let those bench guys go nuts.
Yep. All right, so that's what we're looking for today. Avs puck drop in 9 minutes. Nuggets in about 6 hours from now up there in Portland. And, of course, without Mr. Big Shot. The games were fun when it was Nuggets versus Chauncey and his crew, but he's got himself in a little bit of hot water. So how about the Buffaloes before we go Mile High Moments and Broncos? Fellas, let's all get in on this. What do we think happens tomorrow at 5 o'clock on FS1 between the Buffs and the Broncos? Cease, you have the floor.
Can the Buffaloes run the ball? That's my main thing. Can they run the ball? Arizona's defense giving up nearly 500 yards rushing in the last 2 games. Can you exploit that? If you tell me the answer is yes, then I'm going to say a Colorado win. As improbable as that seems right now, it looks like the over-under is 52.5. Looks like Arizona's favored by 4.5 points. It seems improbable based on their last effort. But can Caden Salter kind of keep his head straight? Can the play calls get in correctly and quickly? And can this team run the ball consistently enough to win? If they can, they do win at homecoming.
I mean, do you trust it with Dallin Hayden and Michael Welch? That's who they're going to have to do. And then Caden, obviously, with what he can do with his
Caden
legs.
running there as well. And I don't mind Hayden, and Welch is fine. Welch is a good college running back. So it would be better if it was like DeKalen Taylor out there doing his thing, but we know that's different now.
We don't get that luxury. I actually think the Buffs win this. I do think they're going to have some success running the football.
Okay.
I don't think this is by any means the Buffs dominate and look good and everybody's going, maybe they can reach a bowl. I think both defenses are going to struggle. I think both teams are going to have success running the football. I think the Buffaloes win this with not that it's the last second game-winning field goal, but I think there's a field goal in the fourth quarter, latter part of it. It puts the Buffaloes up, and then the Wildcats aren't able to get in field goal range for a tie. Give me a Buffs win, 31-28, and their winning days are done after this one.
Okay, well, the funny thing is it could be a Buffs run either way. With their remaining games, it's Buffs win them all and build some momentum and become bowl eligible, or Buffs lose them all. I think this is, one of my favorite words, fulcrum. This is the fulcrum of the season. Things are tilting. They're balanced right now. but they could go one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
And, brother, right now I can't really tell you because I can't say with certainty they're going to run the ball against Arizona. If I could, I'd pick them, and I'd say they're going to win. But if they build that momentum, they can go on a run based on their schedule and based on Arizona State having a backup quarterback. But if that goes the other way and they drop this one and it's embarrassing, then everybody's wrapping up all that Louis that Dion talked about. Yeah, your bags are packed because you're thinking about not being in Boulder.
His bags are packed. He's ready to go. Send him home. Drew Spivak, what happens with Buffalo and with the Buffaloes and Wildcats?
All right, guys. So Arizona under Brent Brennan, their head coach, they're now their second season there. They're 1-6 on the road.
Yikes!
Under his tenure, Dion and the Buffs have been pretty darn good at home so far in his tenure. It's not a late night game. We all know they stink when they play at 8:15 at night. Just ask Dion; he'll tell you. But I do think that whatever happens in this game, thanks to Cecil for stealing my thunder, but I do think that if they do win tomorrow, they will win out. Arizona State now, without their starting quarterback for the rest of the season, that is a completely different football team. That's their next home game. West Virginia on the road, they stink. Kansas State, they're kind of on par with CU. My question is for the CU team, is there any quit in this team? Because they just got embarrassed last Saturday night.
There was some quit that game.
No question about it. So if they can come back and rally and they're not throwing in the towel in the season, I think they win tomorrow. I think they win out, finish the season 7-5.
Wow.
However, if they lose, I think they're going to lose every game the rest of the way.
Okay.
And this thing's going to end up being a 3-9 disaster of a season.
So bowl game bound, or everybody's getting fired.
Pretty much. But I actually do think I think they win tomorrow. I think they find a way to get it done.
Lower expectations, but based on what we've seen this year, and I sound like such a baby for saying this, wouldn't you just take a bowl game? I know I made fun of the Alamo Bowl all last year. It's like Alamo Bowl, but like the way this season has gone, the fact that they could be bowl eligible, I'm like, please let that happen, please.
I think you might have just gone participation ribbon.
Did I go participation trophy? Spivak,
But
you're the judge.
I'm kind of with Cecil on this one.
So both of you guys are going
I know.
participation ribbon.
It's not so bad.
Based on the way that this thing has gone, I would absolutely take a bowl game, and Cecil's going to be dressed for it because they're probably going to El Paso in the Sun Bowl. So it's going to be perfect.
Hey, just watch when you're at El Paso because it won beautiful stadium, but you'll pick up the Mexican towers with your cell phone.
Nice.
Because Juarez is literally right across the highway. So, like, anytime you go to that stadium at UTEP, they're like, make sure your phone's not on the Mexican tower. You're going to be charged like $28 a minute.
Kevin Kistner, Buffalo's game. What's going down?
Is Dion still coaching?
He is.
Pat Shurmur still coaching?
Yeah, yep.
Loss.
Wait,
Wow.
is Dion actually coaching?
I mean, he's there as the
Right,
coach.
there.
Right,
Yeah.
he's still
there.
He's getting paid,
Still
right?
as the coach. Short and sweet and to the point. I like that, Kevin. Why don't you kick off our Broncos party, Mile High moment, and what goes down?
Well, guys, we almost forgot something earlier, but I saved the day. We forgot to play Man in the
thank you.
Mirror.
Thank you.
Sean's going to still look in the mirror. He's going to have a similar game plan as last week, and he's going to balance everything out running the football. Broncos win this one 23-20. And my Mile High moment, Abrams Drain gets the game-clinching interception as the replacement of Patrick Surtain.
Love that. Drew Spivak, Mile High moment, score prediction.
All right, guys, I went 50-50 last week. I said Bo Nix was going to have a great game. The Broncos were going to lose. Kevin's going to hate this.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Bo Nix is going to have another really good football game. He's going to go
Drew, you got to stop.
18 for 29. He's not going to throw 30 times.
Okay.
They're going to run the heck out of the football.
Okay.
He's going to throw for over 200
I
yards.
like all of this.
Broncos are going to win this game. 24-21.
Nice.
Let's go.
Drew coming around.
So let's hope I'm not 50-50 again. Let's hope I'm 52 this week.
Right.
Cecil Lammy, Mile High moment, score prediction.
Mile High moment is a Trent Sherfield anytime touchdown. Y'all thinking without Marvin Mims it's going to be more Pat Bryant? It could be. You thinking it may be more Troy Franklin? It could be. Hopefully Court gets his 10 targets, but I'm saying Trent Sherfield gets a sneaky touchdown for that Broncos offense, an anytime touchdown, and a Broncos final score. Broncos 27, Texans 24.
Okay.
It's a close one.
I think this is an Evan Ingram game. He will finally break out, and I'm not calling for 150 yards. I think he scores, like you're saying, a huge touchdown late in this game that helps the Broncos create some separation and hold on to a win. I'm not afraid of this Texans defense. I think the Broncos are going to have some success in the 20s and then dominate inside the red zone. And C.J. Stroud is about to have a tough long afternoon in front of his home crowd. Broncos dub 24-10. I don't think the Texans can do much, and I like the Broncos' chances. That's what I think's going down right here on KKFN HD1, Longmont, Denver.
Yes, and as Josh Dover takes off for the Halloween weekend, we want everyone to be out there. Be safe. Have a happy Halloween there as well. Hand out your candy. Maybe hand out your Jell-O shots to the adults if that's what you participate with. You're going to have some fun on Halloween. You make it a night, and you make it a night of fun, that's for sure. And keep sending us in your favorite Halloween costumes and kind of Halloween movies and traditions that you can get out there and have some fun tonight. But again, the emphasizing always staying safe. Staying safe out there. Of course, we've got the drive coming up. They're at Skippy's in Aurora, so we'll get out to those boys in just a little bit. But I'm going to have me a hell of a night here on Halloween and hopefully a great weekend of sports, right? We want the Avs to get that win, want the Nuggets to get the win, and, of course, the Buffs and Broncos this weekend. So we got our guys, Zach By, Philip Lindsay from Skippy's in Aurora, taking over.
I appreciate that, Mr. Cecil Lammy, my dude, along with Josh Dover holding down the middays. I love listening to those guys driving in. And we are at Skippy's Bar and Grill here in Aurora. We're going to be here until about 5:30 here on a Bud Light Football Friday. Mr. Philip Lindsay, what's up?
Sir. Hey, man, I'm great today. It's Halloween. You know I like me some Halloween, some scary movies. I was watching Jeepers Creepers last night.
Jeepers Creepers?
Jeepers Creepers. You hear that song, guys? You run. You run because somebody's coming to get you.
Summarize the premise for the movie because I've never seen that.
So, man, what Jeepers Creepers, and when I was a young kid, it was really scary. But it's pretty much about like a demon that has like a monster figure but also like looks like a guy. And he's going around and he can smell and sense your fear. And so he's driving around in this car that's souped up. It could go 1,000 miles an hour pretty much, and he's going around and